where we will start. So, let me just. So, you guys are making your way into the village, and you do, from last time, you saw a higher bolster of the town guard, and as you're approaching, you will be greeted, waved down by them, as it would seem the person that you saved had come back to the village and has been spreading the tale of what happened, and it seems to have put the village on a state of alarm. And as you approach, you'll see one of the guards kind of wave at you and then walk up to the carriage. You boys all right?
My good sir, we're better than all right. We've eradicated an issue at your doorstep.
Are you talking about the? He kind of scratches at his neck. The spiders.
Did we collect the head of the dragon thing? I can't remember.
You
Yeah.
did. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I will gesture to whoever had it or is holding it. I think it was a little more than just, air quote, spiders.
Who has the head?
And I'm going to lift it up as best as I can.
Okay. You flash the head, and the guard will immediately take 3 steps back. Gee, what is that thing?
It was your problem. There was more than just a spider component to it, though. It seemed that it was the unholy union of what would you all... Are we in agreement, dragon? Yes?
Yeah. Spider dragon.
Spider dragon, yeah, there we go.
By the dawn, father. Are there any more of them?
We were pretty judicious with our eradication of its young.
There still are some down there, though.
But nothing along the lines of this abomination. More just your more mundane spiders, right?
Well,
I wouldn't be going and taking a picnic in the cave anytime soon.
no. We'll spread the news. Make sure anyone who's heading up to the north knows. If you talk to the captain of the guard, Nicola, he should be able to offer you something for this. We're a small village, but he'll probably give you something about killing this thing.
A reward.
When I say reward, it's again we are a small village. Don't expect much, but yeah. Stop by the here. In fact, I'll just guide you. And he kind of looks like he's kind of scared to even get near the cart with that thing inside it.
What are we thinking? Statue? A holiday? I mean, there's more than one way to reward good, excellent heroics than just monetary. Monetary is fine, but I've always wanted a holiday after my name.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm just messing with you. Please show us to where the captain is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. This way. And he will lead you through the small town square to what looks to be where the guard station is. And as you arrive, kind of a piling of guards come out, as well as a kind of very large looking human fellow with short blonde hair and lots of scars across the face. And he will kind of move across his men up to the cart. Good day. He looks to his guard that led you here. What's... Sir, they killed a dragon, I think, and they have its head. I thought maybe there would be a reward for them. Uh, is it true you killed this dragon?
Or whatever this thing was, then I'll just kind of nudge the head.
All the guards at once kind of take a few steps back, and there is a almost gasp in the air. I see. I must confess, I've never seen a dragon like that before. But yes. What are your names?
Well, I take it you aren't the talkative lot, so let me start off. We've been calling it a spider dragon, just because it had 8 legs, eyes that, as you can see, are numerous, so not your stereotypical dragon, of course. My name is Nulladin, recently of the Eldritch Academy, and my newly acquainted companions are, and he kind of gestures like, come on guys, this is the part where you sell yourselves, and this is how heroes are made. You gotta speak up.
I'm Malrim.
Falvor.
I'm Vincent.
I'm Dusan.
And they are all, as you can see, very weary and in desperate need of drink after several heroics and saving of lives and dispatching of monstrous beasts. So pardon them if they don't exude charisma and their prowess in how they delivered their names. As you can see, they did most of the heavy lifting. I'm, however, here and still fresh as a feather.
Well, if you're all exhausted, we can get you some rooms. You could rest the night here. And of course, drinks will be on the town while you stay here. As well as I could not offer you much in a reward, but I could probably gather a good 200 gold. I know it's not a lot, but please, let us give you something.
I mean, I think also if you can give us a detailed recommendation for us to bring back to the Eldritch Academy, I'm sure that'll go a long way as well.
Of course, it will be yours. Where is that boy? David! David, go inside and get me my pen, my ink, and my paper. Quick, boy! And you'll see this kind of youngish, bald-headed, maybe 14-year-old human boy who will just kind of dart away into the building. I will bring it to you as soon as you wish. Will you be staying here for the night?
I do believe so. At least I will. I won't speak more for my companions.
Good.
Where's the tavern?
Oh, it's just down the way there. It's not the finest, but I'm sure you'll be able to get much rest there. And of course, we will be picking up the tab. Drink and eat as much as you can. It's on us.
Sounds perfect.
Well, you definitely got a bargain on me. And he kind of just gestures to the fact that he's like skin and bone, just tall and skinny. So I'll eat a couple bites. I will drink a fish dry, but that's a different story.
I'm sure that the townsfolk will keep most of your attention tonight. After all, you are now heroes in this town, and if there's anything we can do to make your stay here any better, please let us know.
I'm sure my companions will. Food, drink, and sleep, I think, are first on the order. is it
And,
not?
200 gold, right? That's what he said.
I mean, that was a given.
Obviously.
Yes, I will go get that. And he will
Okay, great.
kind of quickly run in the back. And a few moments later, he will come out with what looks like a sack full of what you can't see, but it sounds like a lot of coin. And he will hand it up to yeah, he'll hand it up to you, Falvar, as you're the one who pushed him on it.
Yeah. I'll start counting how many coins are in the sack.
There is 201.
201.
Yep.
Excellent. I'll divide that between the 6 of us when goal shows up.
Okay. So what do you go? What do you do from there?
Let's go to the tavern. Collect your letter. And let's get a drink.
Okay.
Indeed.
In that case, you make your way to the tavern, which is called the Singing Chair, and you collect. Eventually, the letter is brought to you, and just for Falvor's sake, how smashed do you get in this tavern?
I don't know yet. I don't know how much alcohol there is and what alcohol there is.
There is plenty of alcohol to be had: wines, spirits,
Good
ales.
quality.
Not good quality, but not
What's the best stuff that they have?
the best stuff they have would be called Golden Leaf beer, and it's usually sold by the keg load. Not massive keg, but a small keg of it.
I think I want to be. It'll be kind of a competition between me and Nullidan, seeing as he says he can outdrink. He can drink fish dry, is what he said. I'd like to see that proven. So I'd like to try and drink more than Nullidan.
Okay. In that, Nullidan, do you take him up on the offer?
Oh, of course. I mean, it was obviously a turn of phrase for having been partially amphibious. It's very easy to drink fish dry, but we'll absolutely employ some level of sleight of hand to make it look like he's drinking more than he actually is.
Oh,
Okay. In that case,
Okay.
anybody else want to join in this game?
I'm not trying again, but I'm at least going to see if I see him cheating him out.
I'm
That's-
watching.
Falvar is not cheating. He's drinking every beer he gets.
Okay. If no one else wishes to join, the two of you are given a keg and are kind of filling up cups one after the other and putting them next to you as you begin to drink. You take the first 3 cups each. I would like both of you to make a Constitution saving throw, as people begin to bet on each of you.
Yeah, it's a good start. Oh,
Okay, I'll say, Ilden, you get it at advantage. Actually, make me a sleight of hand check first.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
The +2 is for my tireless precision for my
Mhm.
race.
So that's in that case, Falvar, make me a perception check.
I will not be looking. I will just be
Fair
drinking
enough.
as hard as I can.
In that case, make your Constitution save at advantage.
Okay, so I'll just make it one more time.
Yep.
No better.
Okay. So, after the 3 cups, Falvar, you're still hanging on in there. You're throwing them back one after the other. Meanwhile, on your opponent's side, he's beginning to slur some of his words. He's he's getting the buzz. But you guys take another 3 cups. Both of you roll again.
Oh, we do like a natural 1. That's always fun.
Okay. This next lot,
What is it I can reroll?
Nillidan, you look over and you keep drinking, but you manage to take a breath and just
Or
steady
like
yourself.
switch out Yeah, switch out cups with somebody, like my full cup for an empty cup or whatever.
Perfect. What he doesn't realize is that you're drinking water for the last 2 cups. And, and on the other side, you see him beginning to slur his words now and getting the buzz. Roll one more time as you both begin to drink 3 more cups.
This is good, yes?
Oh, good. That's good. That's good. That's
Oh,
good.
ignore the advantage on that. So I don't think I get an 11. Probably doesn't give me advantage.
Well,
on...
if he's not looking, then
oh,
you don't really need to roll.
gotcha.
Yeah, you don't.
It's if other people are. They probably at this point catch on because I'm being
Well,
sloppy
I
about it.
know Malrum
I
has
will-
my back, you know.
I will say that the rest of the team will see that a lot of people in the audience that are watching are all beginning to bet on Nullidan. And it's weird. It's like they've
they?
seen something that they think that he might win.
I'll just kind of lean over to Vincent and just go, we can see that he's obviously swapping out drinks, and Falvor apparently doesn't care. But I think Falvor still got this.
It could be interesting. I'm gonna put 100 gold in Falvor right there. Boom. Right on the table. I'm just slam it down.
Yeah.
Okay. What looks like a bookie that has kind of taken on the role is taking money. He looks pretty wealthy, and he happily takes 100. Even when he sees that he is cheating, he smiles as he takes your money, thinking that he will win.
And then I'm gonna place my talisman around Falvor's neck.
Ooh.
What the hell does that do?
What does that do?
Oh, that's just sober him up. That's disrespectful.
It's like guidance.
Oh, gotcha.
Awesome.
And from what I can see, you got a constitution of 17, you got a 16. Okay. So, as you kind of both kick back the last 3 drinks, you will both look each other, and it looks like, Nullidan, you're beginning to sway side to side, while Falvor looks at you on, still slurring his words, but staying put.
I'm gonna boop his nose with my finger and then face plant onto the table.
And that you do. And as soon as you hit that table, the crowd bursts in. Oh, what? Ah! And you are quickly grabbed, Falvor, by the arm, and someone kind of thrusts you up into the air and place it. Oh, winner! You just won me 20 gold.
I just got my hands up in the air like, woo! That was easy. Oh, so easy.
And the person that bet 100 gold, congrats, you get a 200 back.
Daniel!
I feel like we just conned everybody.
Kind of, yeah.
Wink, wink.
And Nullidan is quickly grabbed and dragged away from the table, kind of scraping his face against the floor as he's just being dragged away. Should we put your friend in one of the beds upstairs?
I
Yeah,
think he
get him a
needs. He looks like he needs to sleep that off.
All right, we'll take him up. And 2 women will begin to push him up the stairs, and every now and then you'll hear a crashing noise as they drop him.
I'm not heavy, but I am lanky as all hell.
But the rest of you, do you enjoy your time here and get shit-faced?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna take Vincent's talisman off that he gave me and give it him back.
Thank
And
you.
also gonna split that. The gold was 33 each for all of us. That we got given that 200. So plus 33 to yourself. And is Gull around? I thought he was in this town. Have we seen him?
Make a perception check.
Okay. 3.
3. As it should be, as you are on the shit-face level. But
There he is. That's Gull. I'm just pointing like a dwarf or something.
Yeah, so you point at a dwarf and he looks at you and just immediately goes cross and then walks away. But as he's pointing at the dwarf, you do see Gull standing behind Falvor, kind of just, rolling his eyes.
Perfect. I'll give him his money as well.
Yeah, thank you, my friend. I see that you had all gotten out of there alive.
Indeed.
I tried my best to direct this fellow. Oh, he is gone now. The blue one. But I am glad that you are not dead.
As soon as he says dead, Falwell just passes out face first into the table.
Never mind. He looks
Yes.
dead. But what is it? What do you want to do after this? Are you going back to Westrun?
Yeah, we'll probably be heading back to Westrun and need to head back to the academy, see what they have for us.
Yes, I can
If anything.
imagine. I can imagine the academy likely has a proper task for us to complete. Now that we have a group of us.
Well, I believe this is where we will separate then, my friends. All I can say is, may the light always be with you, and may our paths cross again.
And as he says that, I'll just kind of extend my hand and shake his and just say, the same to you.
When the others eventually wake up, please tell them I gave them my best.
I will. And it's going to be fun messing with Felvor tomorrow morning.
Yes, he really does have a problem. Someone should probably speak with him. But,
we might. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
in that case, I will be on my way. Goodbye, my friends. And he will begin to walk out of the bar. So, the rest of you, or should I say the 3 that are remaining standing, what do you do?
I think all that I would really do is just kind of enjoy my night and then eventually just head off to bed. I'm definitely not drunk, but at least buzzed, I would say, for me.
Dusan doesn't drink, so he's probably just serving as the D&D equivalent of the designated driver and making sure everyone makes it back to their rooms okay.
The carriage driver. Nice. But yeah, that's fine. And Vincent?
I'm probably gonna have a couple of drinks with Malram before heading to bed, and then I think I'll just have a short rest.
A short rest?
Yeah.
You don't want a long rest?
No.
Okay. In that case, if you want to drag your tokens onto the map, click on them and hit the long rest, unless you are taking a short rest. Hit the short rest button.
I just want to know, did any of my friends manage to get me upstairs into a bed, or am I face planted on a table right now?
That's up to them.
I'll help you up, Falvor.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. I'm not trying to get robbed.
Now, Vincent, as you said you are doing a short rest, does that mean that you wish to do something else?
How big a town is this?
Not big, not even a town. It is a village. A few hundred people at the most.
And how long were we in the cave for again? Like a couple days, right?
You were, I think, about 3 days.
All right, I'm gonna go for a stroll after I take
Okay.
my little short rest. Just a normal one on the road.
Okay.
And I
You,
want to kind of
mhm.
I want to kind of see like go to a place that's because you said there's lots of guards, so well, you know what I mean, like where
The
there's
the
nobody.
guards are mostly posted to the north of the village. If you want the least, it would be the west or the east, as there are also guards at the where the village starts and people come in. So your best bet to have as least guards as possible right now would be on the west side or the east side.
I'll go west side.
Okay.
Is there anything I need to do for the rest, or is that something you do?
Did you pull out your token?
I didn't. I will now.
Okay, click on it. And at the
I
very
haven't
top, you should get a
clicked
bunch of buttons, and one of them should say long rest. There you go. Okay, so Vincent, as you go to the east, did you say? Or west?
West.
West. You make your way there, and you do see a lot less guards here. You do see a few people on the street still. It is very late, but they look to be, like ladies of the night, people that work night shifts or are going to jobs that need them to be ready for in the morning. But what do you want to do there?
I'd like to go down one of the. Are there any alleys? Like off the main roads or maybe
There are.
darker roads? Okay. I'd like to go down one of those and I will climb up or walk up one of the walls when nobody's around and I will wait on like one of the roofs. You know, like kind of just like sitting there and watching, kind of creeping. And when somebody is completely alone, that's when I will use my Chains of Perdition.
Okay. So, you want someone completely alone then?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not looking for confrontation.
Then there are two incidences where I'd say this would happen. There is what looks to be a female gnome, young, maybe in her 50s, as that is young for a gnome, and what looks to be a human man, who you can see would eventually both of them come past you alone. Which would your preference be?
I'll take the 50-year-old gnome woman.
Okay. Eventually, she will walk up, and it looks like she's very tired. Maybe just come off of a very long shift. Kind of a blue dress with golden yellow hair. And as she passes, you can do your stuff. And what ability are you using?
I'm casting Chains of Perdition to grab her.
Okay. It's a dex save. That's a 9. That is a fail.
Okay. And I'd like to pull her up to me if I can, actually.
You can, as she does not weigh that much, and you quickly kind of drag her up to you. As you kind of get her up to your level, she will look at you and begin to scream. But I'll give you an opportunity to try and kind of cover the mouth. Make me a dexterity check.
I'll use my talisman to add a 1d4.
Okay. Two. Okay, let me roll for her real quick. Six. You see the scream coming, and you quickly grab the mouth, covering it, and it just turns into mumbles. What do you do?
I'm going to quickly turn around and just bite into her neck and suck her dry, like as quick as I can. I'm not fucking around.
Yep. And you are killing her, yes?
Absolutely. Like dry.
Okay. In that case, I need to do something real quick. Where's your sheet? There you are. Okay. Okay. So, after you drain this poor defenseless gnome, and you'll feel the last drop of her blood flowing into your mouth as her heart stops and her skin runs cold. The mark over your heart. There's a small pain, but then a warmth. And do you look at the mark?
Yeah, I'll look at the mark. I'll like not rip it open, but I'll open up my clothes.
It looks like the handprint has morphed into no longer a handprint, and it looks like it is spreading across your skin. But only a bit.
What color is it?
Still black.
Okay. It's very interesting.
Now the question
I'm gonna
is,
grab.
I think you're about
I'm
to
gonna
answer
grab
my
that
question.
gnome. I'm grabbing that gnome and I'm gonna casually walk with her under my arm, and I'm
Okay.
gonna kind of head towards out of the city. Is there sewers?
No, not in this village.
All right. Then I'm gonna head towards this outside, like the wall, and I want to climb up the wall and over it, and I want to dispose of her body. Like I'm gonna throw it off the wall as far as I can.
Okay. In that case, make me a stealth check as you're moving a body through a village. That is an 11. Okay. Natural 1. So, you easily, going from rooftop to rooftop, make your way to the edge of this village without being seen, using the shadows to your advantage. And eventually you'll get to kind of the border where there is a wall surrounding this village from protection of animals and other creatures. And do you just launch this body across?
Is there any? It's wooded, or is it just open?
It's from where you are on the west side. It's no, it's just open fields.
Shit, that's a terrible idea then. I guess I'm gonna go for a stroll as far as I can from the village in the next hour.
Okay. You spend the hour going straight west out of the village, and let's see, an hour. You'll get to part where it looks like the fields are turning into slopes and are kind of meeting up to the mountain range, and you do see a bunch of jagged rocks formations. That's the only kind of thing you can see on the west side.
And I'm gonna kind of stand her up and like let her casually fall into the jagged part.
Okay. She
And then I'm gonna start
tumbles,
walking back.
and as you do, you quickly make your way back, and I will say that because you spent the hour walking there and the time hunting, you probably aren't going to be able to get a full rest tonight.
That's fair.
Okay. You make your way back and back into the tavern, up to your room, and as you sit down to kind of get some more rest, you will hear movement all around you. You will smell the cooking of bacon and eggs, and you'll hear your friends' doors beginning to open as they are awake, as it is the new day. Who would be awake first?
Definitely not Falvor.
Yeah, I would say that I would be up fairly early.
Okay. In that case, as you come out, what do you do? Do you wake up your party and gather them? Do you go downstairs?
I think I would just head downstairs and just kind of wait because we're
Okay.
not really in a rush to do anything. So
In that case, you will all kind of spend your time in bed, but eventually getting up in the next hour or so. Some of you with splitting headaches that don't seem to be going away anytime soon. But you all eventually make your way down and gather up in the bottom of this tavern and are greeted with what looks to be a kind of I don't know if you Americans know this, but like a full English breakfast with sausage, bacon, eggs, fried
Oh, yeah.
mushrooms, fried tomatoes, toast and beans. It is a smorgasbord of food. As again another thank you for from this village. So
oh,
where
and
do
that's
you?
as I kind of see Falvor come down, I'll just kind of look over. How we feeling this morning?
Can I cast Pass Without a Trace on him so he's not so loud? God damn.
That doesn't work that way.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so, unfortunately. I'm just gonna gesture with my hand like, please just be quiet.
Oh, you didn't want applause for your party? I feel like you look like you're needing an applause of your performance last night.
I won, right?
Oh, you won, but he almost had you.
Yeah. But I would. That's all that matters. Now, get me a plate of that food. I would like some.
It's all right here. You can help yourself.
Excellent. And I'll get myself a plate of the full English breakfast.
Very good.
And I will destroy it.
Nice.
Mm.
So, what do you guys do from there? I will let you guys take the reins.
Noladin will wake up, but he's switching out his light cantrip for a prestidigitation, just to make a kind of like a hazy, almost like sunglass, but without actually the sunglasses. Just a subtle dark effect above his eyebrows or whatever, just to impede direct sunlight exposure straight to his eyeballs.
Very cool.
He'll come down and he'll try to play it off. I don't know how well he'll do at that, but I mean, he definitely didn't have as much to drink as Favor. Oh, what a good night's rest. And there's food to boot as soon as we wake up. Look at that. This town knows how to treat its heroes. And then he will use the other the other spell he switched out for cantrips to do thunderclap when he claps. So it's just loud. No one's around. He makes sure no one's around him for the damage, but it is loud as fuck.
Why would you do that?
Falvor, make me what's it? A Constitution save.
Great. 6.
6.
Yeah.
So as he kind of claps his hand together and there is a wave of sound, you kind of reach up to your ears to block the noise, but all you can feel now is a pain in your head, and you take away your hands so you can hear again, but you still don't hear.
Great, you made me deaf.
Oh, that's a blessing in disguise, my friend.
I guess that's true.
You don't hear
I
that.
can't hear anything.
Nope. For the time being, you are deafened.
I am terrified. I don't even know. What did you do to me?
Just kind of pantomimes patting it. It's a patent and null. It's a family recipe for a hangover. If you can't hear anything, you can't see anything.
What?
He's
Exactly.
pantomiming, and as he's pantomiming, I'm also going to use my own cantrip light on his like finger. So as he's pantomiming, he's now just blinding himself with light.
I will try to resist. I think there's a dex save involved on that.
Oh God. All right, make a dexterity
If
save.
if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the light cantrip on my sheet anymore.
Let me see here. I think you're right.
And this
Oh,
is
yeah,
how it
dex
turned
save.
into
Yeah.
a player
PvP.
battle royale.
Yeah. Let's make
So
Falball dead.
I'm gonna be cheeky, and I'm gonna use one of my portents, my 18. So I roll an 18 on this save.
Damn.
So I mean, it's a total of a 20 then, but I will use that
Okay, so
because I'm petty like that.
You will point to him to release the light spell, and he will quickly dodge out the way, and you will hit the light on what seems to be a dwarven older man's behind as he's walking out the building, and quickly you'll just notice he will just begin to walk out, and everyone will just begin to stare at his now shining bottom.
I saw that one coming. I didn't look ahead to see about the dwarf bit, but I love it.
I mean, I'm not complaining anymore.
So Falball's death and has an insanely bad headache.
Yep.
Great.
I will also say, Vincent, you've got 1 point of exhaustion.
Damn. Okay. I don't keep track of it on this sheet.
What, exhaustion?
Yeah.
Oh, you might have to enable it. It's
Uh,
on the gear.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just put a little dot or something. There. That's your point of exhaustion. I will keep adding colors if you get more.
Oh, I will make. Can I? There's a really if you go to the gear, and then on
Yeah.
the right columns you go to show exhaustion track, and it'll show you the effects also when you have it on your sheet.
I don't see that. What is that?
So the gear on the character sheet, the
on
rightmost
the
column
character
towards towards the bottom, above the spell, the character mancer stuff. But you'll see a show exhaustion tracking. If you have that on, it'll put a field underneath your hit dice, and then if you increase it, it'll tell you the effects of the exhaustion level you have.
I just added it. Right on. Thanks.
Because
nice.
I think for you, it's going to be something like disadvantage on ability checks.
Exactly. That's exactly what it says.
Okay. So, after you have all had your PvP in the morning, one of you is blinded, one of you is exhausted, and the rest of you are enjoying your meal. Or should I say, two of you are having mind-bending headaches as well on top of that. What is the rest of your day, and where do you go from here?
Yeah. After some coffee and whatever, like curative spicy drink I can get for breakfast to go on, I'll just kind of lean back and try to gauge who's kind of leading the group to let them call the shots.
Definitely not Falball. He was lying the last time he said that.
I think if everyone is in the same space, it's worth having the conversation if we're all headed back toward Westerin. Should we stay together as a group? It seems as though we have some form of commonality in our abilities to work together. But I know that I myself was not originally a part of your group. Are you looking to form a lasting companionship here, or?
Just to clarify, am I still deaf?
I'd say it's wearing off now. You can get what he's saying.
It all sounds like it's underwater.
Well, if you're at the academy, then I don't see why you can't stay with us.
Right, well, had they assigned you any specific tasks yet, or were you like me waiting for something to guide
We were
your hand?
waiting.
They've sent us on a few little odd and end jobs, but mostly
Nothing
we're just
serious.
told. Yeah, mostly we're just told to kind of wait around and clean up the messes that other people makes. Like,
Getting sent into a different reality is not serious to you? Damn.
Well, I would say then maybe should we return and tell them of the success we've had here, they might be willing to bestow upon us something a bit less trivial. At least in intention. Surely they couldn't have known about the dragon spider.
Yeah, no, they didn't know about that. I don't think.
No, that was that gnome that sent us. Remember?
Yeah,
I think it was a gnome, anyways.
I think it was
Right.
the dragon guy, right? The one that owns the tavern.
No,
We got
well,
permissions from.
we got the job from him, but I think we met a gnome that owns or found that discovery. He claimed, I think.
And
Yeah,
plus,
we were looking for his wife.
Right.
and
But,
we also do need to return his wife to him anyway. So
Well, I would assume somebody had done so earlier.
well,
He's
he's
in
in
Western.
Western.
Yes.
Oh, the gnome, he's not here. Right,
No.
well,
He was a coward.
well, then perhaps we should find the lady and get her presentable for the journey ahead, and perhaps make our way back together and on to the next thing.
Yeah, well, she's already been fairly well tended to. I made sure to get everything put together, so I feel like we just need to head back.
Right, well, if everyone is in agreement, then and Dusan will kind of look over to Nulliden and say, then maybe the group of us stick together. As I said, I think that we do seem to work well together.
I think it's a splendid idea. I also agree. We work very well together. Except for only one critique is I seem to be the one that drew more attention than I should. So I will work on when I become a distraction to the enemy that I actually get out of the way because you all are far more hardy than I am.
I appreciate that self-reflection, and accurately self-reflecting is an important thing for any adventurer to do.
Agreed. And he kind of like rubs his temple a little bit. So as we make our way back, we'll make sure we collected the letter. I don't the
Yes.
recommendation. Okay. No, he's asking the group because he passed out before maybe getting the letter. We got it, and it's officially stamped and everything. I just want to make sure we have the right impression and we get the credits and bonus points or whatever the grade, like whatever their scaling grade is, so we get extra privileges is all I just want to make sure because that would be nice.
Well, I'm not sure if the Academy will give us anything extra for this, but
I mean, we could try.
we can always try.
Idea.
At any rate, we should start heading out here soon to get that body back, because...
Well, we're
Ooh.
already walking
What?
right now, aren't we?
Nope.
No.
No? Oh, okay. How far are we from West Run?
So if you look on the map, this is
Yeah.
where you are now,
Oh, okay.
and this is West Run.
So a couple days ride, I assume.
Maybe about 2 days.
Right. Let's get going.
On our way out, if you don't mind, I would love to just see if they have any scrolls or anything of particular note. And did we divvy up the reward? I retired for the night early, so I don't remember. I haven't marked the 33. So if you want,
30. I'll pass you over the 33 gold. Here you go. You can have it, even though you're a
Excellent.
cheater.
A cheater or am I a entrepreneur and an enabler?
I mean, Vincent made 200 gold. Or 100 gold.
Exactly. It's all for the show. I'm an entertainer when it comes to that. Besides, drinking a fish dry is really all about drinking enough water. But I was entertaining the notion to see how far I could go. And it's not as far as you can go, so right on you. And he kind of taps you on the shoulder, like pats you on the back.
Okay, so if you're going to look for any, I'm guessing, any scrolls, did you say?
Yeah, also, I didn't mark down, but we found a scroll. I could have sworn that I didn't put down. I don't know if we have a group loot function or something like that.
We did find this. I think we found a couple of scrolls.
Yeah,
did?
I didn't know who had a mark down, because I don't, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, so we had, as far as the loot that we got, there was the gold, which has been divvied out. And then there was the sword, a golden amulet, and there was a magnificent mansion scroll, which I believe we handed off.
Yeah, to me, right? Or to Nulliden?
Yeah, we handed it to Nulliden, so.
And you also found other scrolls in the
Yeah, and then I have 3 other scrolls on my person right now as well.
Okay. So
Is there any magic shops in this place then? Is that what we're looking for? Because if there is, I would like to look as well.
well, if who would like to look for a magical shop or magical goods in this place?
Me. I'll go with them.
Me.
1, 2. Okay, so there are 3
Yep.
of you. I'll say 2 of you can make separate rolls, or 1 of you can make a roll with advantage. Up to you.
What kind of roll are we talking? Perception or?
Investigation.
I'm gonna roll for sure.
I'll roll.
9.
I got a +3. Not as good as you guys.
How did we roll so low?
Well, there you go then. That's how the cookie crumbles.
How the fuck does that work?
Natural 20, innit?
We're looking around, and his drunk state is just being hyper. Like, okay, I'm only looking where probably they'll be.
You know,
Alvin, look, innit?
Falvor, while the others are looking around trying to find some place that sells something magical in this, backwater place, the ringing in your ear just keeps coming back, and you kind of tilt your head and kind of slap the side of your face to try to get something out because it feels like there's something in there, and you'll rub your ear, and as you tilt your face, you'll just see underneath what looks to be a stand inside of a window of a shop, and at the very back with a natural 20, you will see what look to be some maybe potions and magical goods being kind of kept away out of sight.
Well then, and I'll do I tell them? Yeah, I'll tell them. Well, there's a shop over there. You guys clearly missed it. I'm obviously the best at investigating. Follow me.
Are you still drunk, Falvar?
No, I am perfect. +3.
Oh, amazing. You are one keen cat. Well, not really cat. Yeah.
Oh, no. Close enough,
Okay.
though.
So, are all of you going in, or just the 3 of you?
I think I'm going to be staying with the body for now.
Okay. In that case,
+3.
you guys will make your way inside, and this looks like a general goods store, and in the back there seems to be a kind of section where there are more expensive items. It looks like there is a beautiful made pocket watch, like pure gold. There looks to be a what looks to be a beautiful crystal and a small diamond, but there seems to be 2 potions there, a kind of a little chest filled with 2 scrolls, and on the side what looks to be a kind of like a ring case, and on the inside you'll see a ring, but it's kind of changing colors.
Ooh. I'll be loving his jewelry. Well, he's definitely going to look at that ring.
Okay.
And there's a shopkeeper there, or no?
Yep. You'll see kind of an older dwarven man. He's reading a book, and as you come in and begin to spread around the shop, he doesn't really pay any mind. He doesn't, like speak up or anything. He'll just carry on reading his book.
I'd like to approach him, and if he does at least lift his head from the book, say something to him when I approach.
Yes.
Pardon me, good sir. Lovely book, I'm sure. I was wondering, do you by chance have some general purpose magic scrolls that I can peruse? I see 2 over there. Were those the 2 you have on hand, or and are they labeled?
Yeah. We don't really get many of your kind here. That's all we've got. That's the more expensive section. If you want to look around, you can, and they should be labeled.
Oh, thank you, good sir. He's Nullidan's going to take a look at the scrolls to see if he can read them.
Okay. First things first, Falvar, you'll go up to the
Yes.
ring and you'll see a little kind of like tag describing what it can do. And this seems to be what it says, a ring of elemental walking. And
Ooh.
basically, it functions much like a ring of water walking, except it can help you walk on any surface. So, if you were to change the color of the ring to green, you could walk up stone walls. If you were to turn it to yellow, you would walk on the air itself. Blue, water, and red, you could even walk on lava if you wished.
Yes, I want this. How much does this have a price tag on this thing?
It does, and it is on the more expensive side.
That is expected.
Mm-hmm. Let me just look.
How many thousands of gold does this ring cost?
50,000. No, I'm just kidding.
Holy shit.
This is. That's 1,700.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to go up to the dwarf and say, so how long has that ring been sat on the shelf? It's very dusty.
Not long. It was discovered in one of the digs and then sold to me.
I see. I overheard you say you don't really get many of his type. Did you mean by magic users?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're expecting it to be bought quickly?
Well, you don't have to be a magic user to use it.
$1,700 gold is a lot of gold, though. For a ring that might get picked up. How about this? I'll take it off your hands for 500 gold.
You hear Nullidan
my ulcer. That's a funny one, kid. I like that one.
It was a good joke, right?
He'll just stare at you. But meanwhile, you walk over to the scrolls. And you'll see one of them is labeled Speak with Plants. And the other one is labeled, this will be Daylight.
Damn. I'm looking for mage armor, but all right. Let's see here. You said speak with plants?
Yep.
don't think I can learn that as a wizard.
Well, that's the best part of being a part of this campaign. Being in the school, it is much easier to learn things outside of your class.
Oh, really? I didn't get the primer on all that. So
Yes,
is there something I could...
So being in the school, you can actually learn spells and things from other classes, but there are checks for those types of things. And yeah, but you would know that as being a member of this academy, it is possible for you to learn things outside of your, out-of-game class.
Well,
For
plants...
example, I've got a level 2 spell, which I shouldn't even have as a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Are there price tags on the scrolls?
There are. Let's look that up. The Speak with Plants is 400, and the Daylight is 350.
Gold?
Yep.
Yeah. And
As-
the...
Oops,
Go
I was
ahead.
just say that unlike magic items, they are a lot harder to sell.
Yeah, they're both third level spells, I think, too. What the process of in this campaign for writing a scroll to your spell book, is it still
The same.
you have it's so I would have to I pay for the scroll and then I would have to pay half of the... Oh wait, it's
The ink, you need the
It's
the
50
ink.
gold in 2 hours per level.
Yeah.
and
per
stuff.
level, right? Yeah.
So, do you want any of them?
I mean, he personally does, but he doesn't have the money for it, so he will hold off.
Okay. Back with Falvor, and he is staring at you.
Mm-hmm. Is there any, do I see any, I'm trying to not obviously look. I don't want him to notice, but do I see any runes above the door of this place?
Investigation check.
Okay. Natural 20, please. No? Yeah, close enough.
Close. You look around, and there are no runes around the door.
Hey. I'm gonna walk outside, go see my room.
Okay.
What am I, chopped liver?
My man, do you have any magical containers or bags of holding, perhaps?
Out of game. Didn't you guys get a bag of holding?
Yeah,
We
but
did,
fucking
yeah.
Falvor has it.
Okay.
Hey, I bought it with my own money, you motherfucker.
He's
He
stealing
will-
it off of a corpse.
Exactly. But it's
Uh,
mine.
So you asked the
Oh,
dwarf
man.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
Or
will
even like a little jar, anything.
He will look at you and kind of open one eye very widely and look you up and down. Well, yes, here. And he will take out what looks to be a brown sack. This is a great magical item. It will hold great things.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, insight check. He's lying.
My friend, please don't lie to me. Do you have something or not?
Nothing magical, no.
Do you have any jars that I could buy off you?
Yeah. And he will turn around and open a cabinet, pulling out what looks to be a jar filled with moss, and he will just grab the moss and kind of shove it back into the drawer, and then place it onto the desk. There you go, one nice shiny jar.
Shit, maybe not a jar. Do you have some kind of container that may be more resilient for an adventurer to hold liquid?
I have a lead box.
A lead box?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna walk out.
Mm.
I'm not saying anything more. I just walk out.
Okay.
You said there were a couple potions too?
Yep. You want to look at those as well?
Yes, please.
Okay. The first potion that you see looks to be kind of on the inside it's a little bit like milky looking on the inside, and the little note next to it just says bottled breath. And the second one is just a simple healing potion.
What's the price for both of them?
Both of them. For the healing potion, it's 50 gold, and for the bottled breath, it is 75.
Would I be able to get an Arcana check on the bottled breath one, or
Yeah, you can make one.
because I think I know, but I don't know if I'm right or wrong on that. So ignore the advantage.
So let me
It's
just
24.
put this in the bar for you real quick. There you go.
Perfect. Ah, it is the gust of wind. Okay. I will purchase both for. I'll bring them up to the counter. It says 50 and 75. Is there a deal for buying both? Discount, or is that the standard rate?
You promise to come back here whenever you need any random goods?
Anytime I'm in the area, of course. You have such a delightfully random assortment that there's treasures all over your store. So, of course, yes.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. Okay. I can give you the both of them for 105.
Done. I'll extend a hand to shake.
You will grab it, and you will hear some of your knuckles kind of crack as he
Oh, yeah, of
squeezes.
course. My pa once told me, when you shake hands with the dwarf, make sure you have a gauntlet on. And I now remember why. Firm handshake you have there.
Thank you, lad.
105. I'll actually leave 110.
Okay. It's too bad. I'm guessing Falvar is going to try and steal from this man.
Yeah, I don't know that, though.
Okay. As you leave the shop and you are all reunited, what do you do from there?
Well, lads, I'm good to go. Are we set to hit the road? Do you need any provisions? 2 days journey?
I think we're all good. I think we're ready to head on back.
Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Okay. You guys settle up, get your cart ready, and kind of make sure that you have the provisions you need and make your way out of the village and on the trail to Westerun. Okay. The first day passes, and when it becomes night, do you guys just go to sleep, or do you have watch, or do you not sleep at all?
think I would say that we would. I know that I would at least take first watch.
Yeah, I'll take a watch after you.
I have no problem taking the third watch.
Okay.
If everyone else is willing to neglect their sleep, I'll sleep through the night.
Vincent, are you sleeping?
Oh, is my I've been muted? Yeah, I'm sleeping.
Okay. You can remove your point of exhaustion as you get a full night's rest. And the rest of you, the night goes on without any incidents. A few of you see a few interesting things, like in the far distance, Malram, you will see what looks to be a beautiful, beautiful looking owl bear with what looks to be a child, kind of moving through the wooded area and then disappearing through the trees. But eventually, the new day will come, and you'll make your way again. And this will repeat without any incidents until on the maybe 2.5 days since you left, you will eventually arrive, or should I say, you will eventually see in the distance Western and its grand walls surrounding the city, and its long line, much longer than it usually is. And for the people that have been in Western for a while now, that's a little bit odd. That it seems there is a large, almost like traffic jam trying to get into the city.
That's new.
Yeah, I don't remember it being that bad when I was brought here. Wonder what's going on.
I'm sure we can ask somebody once we get up there.
Oh, we don't want to make wild assumptions and wager on who's the closest to being right.
No, I find that that's a pretty good way to waste a lot of time.
I mean, you can walk and talk, can't you?
You can, but why
It's
guess when the
dangerous, I
information's
understand.
there?
Oh, but that's the whole point. You sharpen your perception skills. If we look at the types of people that are waiting, maybe how long they could have been waiting so far for, how long the line is, you can make assumptions and guesses, and then there's no harm in getting it wrong, but it'll keep your mind sharp, make your mind palace a little bit more elastistic.
Should we tell him elastic is not a word?
Ah, see, you caught me. If you pay attention, you hear things and you become smarter for it. Good job on catching the flaw in my logic.
Right. Well, I'll walk ahead and ask what's going on.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, can we just go see if there's any guards around to ask?
Do you go to the front gate and ask the guards, or do you just ask the people who are waiting in line?
The people who are waiting in line first. If they don't seem to know, then I would go
Okay.
to find the right answer.
You will approach a woman on the older side, but not, like granny level or anything like that. And she'll kind of just look at you and just, I don't know, dearie. They seem to be checking people going into the city. They usually do check people, but not like this. And
Right. I'm from here. Thank
Oh.
you for your time. I'll find out and maybe let you know when I return.
I would. All right.
No, that's okay. I don't need an exposition. Just a simple yes or no. Thank you.
Oh.
And I'll continue on.
I'm going to
Okay.
flip her a gold coin for being helpful in it. And kind of wink at her as I walk by.
She will grab the coin and wink back at you with a smile. But as you approach, you'll be quickly stopped by one of the guards. I'll wait there, sunshine. Can't go any further.
I prefer moonlight. I mean, blue, dark. I mean, come on. I guess I'm
Are
blue
you-
as the sky.
You've come with me. The
Oh,
man
I thought we were all.
the man who wanted to just stay at the back and ponder about the meaning of everything.
I never said I wanted to stay back. I thought we were all walking up.
Yes, precisely. I was hoping that you could tell me why the hold up here. Where this is not It's not something we anticipated on our travels.
We're just making simple checks. Once they're done, you can move in. And make me a perception check. 23. You notice that every person that enters and they check, they are, patting them down, seeing what that they have on them. And you notice something strange. There is a man dressed in robes and has a beautiful symbol around his neck. And he is holding what looks to be a container of water and what looks to be a piece of metal, like almost ladle. And he is getting some of the water and throwing it on each individual person, one after another, and then they are allowed into the city.
Alright, so can I assume that this might be holy water and our friend... Well, I guess I don't know anything about our friend, but I would put together that it appears that they're checking people for... Right, well thank you. I'll just return to the group and say... it appears that they are... what I can only assume is using holy water to expose anyone who might be of a fiendish nature.
He smells, Nelladin lifts his arm, smells his armpits, or maybe they're just trying to make sure you bathe before you enter the city.
That is unlikely, but please continue to postulate wildly. So I guess now is the time. If any of you do have any hidden secrets of being of the undead variety, you should make yourself scarce. Otherwise, I think we're just sitting in the line and waiting our turn.
Could we not pay to get to the front of the line?
Oh,
Bit of gold?
I would imagine if you wanted to bribe every person in line, we could move ourselves up quicker, but
Yeah, we could.
I'd rather hold on to my coin and wait the few minutes it'll take.
How long do you think this would actually take, Aiden?
From where you are in the line, it'll take you about 45 minutes wait.
Nah, it's not that bad. I'm happy to wait.
Okay. Then you all, unless you decide to do something else, let me know. But you'll wait.
Out of character, I'm pretty sure I'm alive, so...
So, you will all wait in line, and eventually it will be your turn, where they will kind of look over the cart, your horse, your belongings, ask you a few simple questions like, do you go to church? Have you been in contact with anyone nefarious in the last few days? Things like that. And it's a little weird.
You kind of want me. Can I answer those?
You can.
No, I don't go to church, for the gods don't need our worship. They're powerful on their own. And we bend the archon to our very whim by the wills of our spirits, granted us to maybe by the gods. I don't know which one, though. As for nefarious, yes, in fact, very nefarious. The abomination and unholy matrimony between spider and dragon, in fact. We dispatched it, though.
Andrew, this one. Definitely this one. And a man will walk over and quickly pour quite a lot of water on your face. And it will just kind of, hit you kind of with a little bit of a slap in the face.
I was asking for this. I kind of use it to like exfoliate my skin since I'm partially amphibious anyway. And it's very nice feeling.
He will look you over, make sure you're not reacting. Move along, sir. Move along.
Better have another go.
Get out of here. And he will grab you and kind of push you along. Next, and he will look at you, Dusan.
Right, well, I'll just kind of hold out my arms and wait for the water.
He will pour it on, and nothing seems to happen. He will kind of just nod. Thank you, sir. You can join your idiot.
It's not mine, but I don't disagree with you.
And then he will look over at you, Malram. This way, sir.
Well, I would be kind of on the cart. I think I would be piloting the cart in.
Would you be wearing your holy symbol?
I would be, yeah.
He will go to throw water on you, and he will see the symbol. Ah, brother, make your way in, and he will step back from you.
Thank you, brother. And I'll pull the cart ahead.
And then he will look at you, Vincent. Sir, this way.
Yes, yes.
This will only take a second, sir. Apologies. And he will pick up some of the water and throw it on your arms. Now, Vincent, you know that this type of stuff, it doesn't work on you. It just doesn't.
Right.
Now, it would seem some things have changed in the last few days. And
Fuck.
as the holy water hits your skin, you will feel pain, not where it touches your skin, but around your heart area. Now, it is not, you are not taking immense damage or anything like that. It is just a pain, almost like a chest pain. And I'm going to need you to make a deception check.
Rough.
That is shitty.
That is super shitty.
Could we get a perception check to see if we could,
You can.
if there's an issue with him, that we can off tank some of the?
Well, I assume that you were all just waiting on the side watching one of you,
Yeah.
after the other coming in.
I mean,
So, yes.
I'm right behind him as well.
You can all literally see this happen as you're all just watching.
Okay.
So if you want to do anything, now would be the time.
If a 10 kind of gives me an idea that maybe something's wrong, I will use prestidigitation to kind of make a starburst, like light effect in his eyes to make it look like that's why he's wincing, and then joke about him being drunk from last night.
Well, make me an insight check then. See if you
Okay.
can see that he is
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
13. Okay. You look over, and you can see as soon as the water touches him, you'll see him kind of bend forward just a little, and his veins on his neck will begin to bulge, and you can see there is a reaction happening. But you do that. So, what do you do again?
The idea was just to make a little like starburst sensory effect with prestidigitation in front of him to, and then follow it up with like, still drunk and hungover, I see.
Okay. You'll watch as the cleric who is doing this will kind of look disturbed as you kind of lean forward and there is a reaction. But as you do that, make me a deception check.
Are you asking me or for?
Yep, you. Okay. He will look at you both. And then he will grab your arm where he spilled the water on you and kind of just look them back and forth. See that there is no actual damage. Yep. You're free to go, sir.
Sorry for muddling the process.
You stay away from me. Next.
Yeah, now I just show him my hands. Or
And
my
he will-
arms or whatever he needs.
He will dash you with the water. Take a quick look. Thank you, sir. You can move along.
Good day. And I'll let's get this card up to the college.
Well, first we should probably go find our little gnome friend, but if you guys want to head off to the college, I'll tend to the body we have in the back.
I'm with you.
What's the story with the body, by the way? I don't think I caught that.
It's
mean,
it's the gnome's wife. She,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys handle that.
We were hired by the gnome to find his wife and his friends. Oh, the people he hired to go on the exploration of that cave. To find his wife and who he lost. That was it.
Ah, I'm gonna go find the water closet. I'll be right back. Out of character, I'm gonna also use the washroom since this is kind of something that they can handle.
Okay. So, as you guys make your way back to the, are you going to the roasted roach?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm laying in the back of the cart
Okay.
with the body.
Okay. It smells.
I don't even care.
And there are a couple of bodies in the back.
It doesn't even matter.
That is disgusting.
So it's, who is it? Who's going inside? Let me know.
I'll be heading inside.
Yeah, I'll come with Malum.
Yeah, I'm going inside. I don't
Yeah,
care.
we're all gonna go.
Okay. Place your token if you're not already on the map. But you will head into the roasted roach. And you will see the red scaled dragonborn in the back, kind of just wiping a few cups down, spitting in a few of them, and then again wiping them, cleaning them, and then putting them off to the side. As he sees you guys walking, he will quickly notice you and give you a wave over.
I'll go ahead and approach the bar.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Well, well, well. You're not dead again.
Eh, It'd take a lot more than those ruins to do us in at this point. We found a pretty interesting spider dragon hybrid down there, though. That was entertaining.
Oh, you met one of my cousins, did you?
I don't know if I would call it one of your cousins. It was a little more deranged by the looks of it.
Hmm. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't call any of those worms my cousin. Some might, but not me. Oh well, if the job went well, he's over there, the poor sap. And you look over to your right and you'll see the gnome fellow completely passed out with a bunch of alcohol surrounding him. He's been here for the last 2 days. Can't get
I would
fucking
hardly
rid of him.
I'd hardly say the mission went well.
Oh,
We found his wife.
that's good.
She's not living.
And that's bad.
Yes. But I hear Malrum's is very good at breaking news to people.
Well, good luck with that, Malrum. And he'll pat you on the side quite heavily.
I'll just kind of, like, if he has a mug out, I'll just be like, I think I'm going to want one of these.
On the house. And he'll kind of slide it over to you.
Alright, so then I'll just kind of grab that, go over to the bar, and just kind of shake Philip.
Well,
Just kind of.
Yes.
We're back, Philip.
I knew it. I knew you weren't dead. I thank the gods. Where is she? Where's my baby?
Sorry to tell you this, but we were able to find a lot of your adventuring party, and unfortunately, some of them were unable to make it. We were able to save one of them, but unfortunately, your wife was sacrificed in there to some of the
Oh.
spiders.
No, 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 no. No, she can't be. Not my love. It's a mistake, right? You didn't find her. Oh, you tell me it's a mistake.
I wish I could, but it's against my beliefs to do so. We were able to recover her body and the body of another one of your survey crew, and we brought them back with us in case you wanted to
Oh.
inter them yourself.
She's I don't. Are you sure it's her?
Well, if you would, we're not 100% sure it's her. We had a good inkling, but like I said, she's currently laying in the back of our cart, and
As he says this, I'll kind of flick my fingers and make a minor illusion just of her image, not a dead-looking face, but my artistic rendition of her looking alive.
That's her. That's my love. That's her. That's who you have.
indeed it is. We are very sorry for your loss.
He will kind of slouch back into the chair and grasp a what looks to be a bottle of wine, but not drink out of it.
If you would like, I would be happy to connect you with her for some final parting words.
You're one of those mages, right?
I am with the Eldritch Academy, yes.
You think you can bring her back?
I cannot bring her back, though I can allow you to pay your final respects. Allow you to solve any unfinished business between the two of you before she passes on entirely.
Tears will begin to flow down his face. No. The last thing I did was leave her. Thank you for bringing her body back. And he will take out his bag of gold. Take it. Just take it all. Inside, there is 400 pieces.
I actually am going to be pushing that back towards him and just say, that won't be necessary. You hold on to that for yourself. If we were able to save her, I would be more than happy to take this, but considering the circumstances, you'll need this more than us.
And are you sure there's nothing that you wish to say to her?
The last thing she heard from me was me screaming and running away, leaving her. I can't face her. Not like that.
I would be happy to deliver the message for you. Know that regardless of whether you choose to speak, she will still be around you.
All I would say was, I'm sorry that I wasn't braver. And you deserved so much more. So much more.
And I'll keep my thoughts to myself about how he's a gnome, and therefore there's lots of potential for so much more.
And from there he will stand up and begin to walk to... I'm guessing you left the body outside.
We have the bodies in our cart, and I'll be kind of joining him.
Oh, no, I was just kind of dragging her along by the hand, so she's like in the bar. No, it's out of the car.
Just chilling there, just like, here to go.
I'm pulling like a dog leash that I attached to her,
Oh my
and
God.
she's just kind of scraping along the floor.
My baby, no! And on the outside, he will collect his wife, and he will kind of stumble at first, but kind of then get his bearings, and thank you. Thank you.
And
he will...
I will I'll also deliver this other gentleman to the temple for you if you would like to pay your respects to him as well.
Yes, I didn't really know him, but he deserves my apologies as well. Thank you again. And he will begin to walk away, what you can guess is towards the nearest temple.
Right, well, all in the name of bettering the world. Should we continue on? Maybe find Falvor and reconvene at the Eldritch Academy?
Right here.
You are? I don't
I'm
see
right in
you
front
on
of
the
you.
map anywhere. No,
Go on.
your icon is different in the bottom left.
It is, yes. The hooded version of my character.
Well, Malrum then? No, Malrum's
No,
here.
you're looking for Nolan.
Noladin, that's the one who's
Yes.
pooping.
Yeah, he's pooping.
Right, well, should we make our way there then? The day is young. We could perhaps even start to get legs on a new mission.
I agree.
If you guys want to head back to the academy briefly, I will take this poor sap to the nearest temple as well, and I'll just meet you guys there.
Great. We'll fill you in on what you've missed when you arrive.
I'll actually go with Malrum.
Okay.
I feel. I'll come with you, Malrum.
All right.
So this is the group. Bap, Bap, and Bap. Is that right?
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Then we will go with the lesser of the group first. So Malrum and Falvor, you will kind of get on the cart and I'm guessing make your way to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just. You will kind of re-enter the city, going through the streets on your way to the closest temple, where you saw he was heading as well, and this would be the temple of the Platinum Dragon.
Bahamut?
Yep. And do you guys speak on the way there?
Nah, not really. I'm just kind of comforting. I'm still really mad about us not being able to save that last person on the mission.
Yeah,
'Cause we could have saved them.
and I'm not saying much as well at this point. I'm just kind of not like 100% shut down, but just kind of paying respects and all that.
Okay. In that case, you'll kind of silently make your way there, and at this point, it's beginning to slightly rain. But you get to the temple, and there, quickly, some clerics see that you're transporting a body and will kind of rush over and begin to help you bring it on the inside. One of them will ask you, excuse me, did you get this person's name or who they are?
We did not. There was a gnome who was also interring his wife. That was part of the party that this gentleman was a part of. He might have some information about him.
I see. Very well. We will take care of him. Will this gnome be paying for this person's burial?
No.
How much is it?
It is dependent on the burial that you wish. If it is a simple burial, just a few gold. If it is more something that of nobility, much more, it depends on your choices.
I think
I'll give him the gold, the few gold for this, just the normal one.
Okay, just mark off 2 gold.
and I'll pitch in another 10 just make sure he has a nicer funeral.
Okay. He was upgraded to a coffin. Very nice. Very nice. And with 10, in fact 12 gold, that would be you see them kind of begin to bark orders and but while still remaining quiet, like get a tombstone ready and begin to chisel, like kind of making a list what they'll need, and fine wooden coffin. And this is definitely a funeral that someone, higher than a commoner would definitely get. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Just thank you. And then I'll start pulling the cart away.
Yep, I don't say anything.
And from there, where do you go?
Back to the college, right?
Yeah, just heading back to the academy after that.
Okay. In that case, we will move to the other group as you guys split off and watch them kind of disappear in the distance, heading deeper into the city. And you begin to walk, and eventually you will feel a bit of rain beginning to start. But do you go anywhere in the city, or are you just going straight to the academy? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Are you talking to the temple crew or us?
To you guys, the 3 of you.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, we're in a bigger city, so I'm trying to hunt down a mage armor scroll if possible.
Make me a history check.
Of course, my sheet closes.
You're not meant to get that scroll. The universe.
You said
does not want
investigation?
No, history.
History.
The scroll is too powerful.
Ooh.
No one must have it.
23. You know that the best place to buy a spell scroll in the city would actually be at the academy, where they do sell scrolls to both students and nobles, as well as other magical ingredients and stuff.
I had a sneaking suspicion. Okay, cool. So just that'll be a point of business once we're there then. But I have no other business.
Vincent, anything you want to do in the city before going there?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, yep,
one little point. As we're walking, I'll just ask Vincent. So, you doing okay? I didn't see you drink much last night, but I also face planted early on.
Yes, I was drinking quite heavily through the night. I appreciate your help at the gate.
Oh, good. Nothing you need to worry about, or you need to see a curative doctor about?
Perhaps seeing the doctor would not be a terrible idea, but let's go to the academy first.
Understood. Cool. That's it.
Okay. Then you guys will make your way to the academy. You're not there. You're not there. Place your token if you're not there. I'll grab. There you go. So, coming back to the academy is always a incredible sight, as you see, the great fortress that is this academy, with the many, many halls, many rooms, many windows, many of everything. And you'll see what looks to be, hundreds of people that are studying here, of all different ages. some people all the way up in their 90s for humans, and are still just students here, not even teachers. You see a bunch of different creatures that seem to guard the inside of this academy, including what looks to be a strange, kind of almost undead, from what you can see, wyvern, which is a little strange. But you make your way into the main halls, and from there you can see there are two paths. One that leads to the kind of shop area where you would, talk with people about making appointments, buying magical goods and ingredients if you are a noble or a student here. And the other way is to the kind of the classrooms, the teachers, officers, and the dormitories.
Shall we do a little shopping while we wait for our cohorts?
I have no objections. We could do that.
Okay. So, as is this Millicent, are you leading the charge into this shop?
I mean, I guess so.
Okay.
I don't. Well, so here's the thing. How familiar am I with the grounds? Because I know I met up with them, but it's kind of nebulous. Like I feel like I didn't get the introduction, and
Yep.
either by design, he's just kind of taking charge of it. I don't know if there's supposed to be a membership card or something like that.
Well, the membership, when it comes to, you should have access to it. In fact, there is a amulet that you would have got. You should have access to that, as well as a.
I see a spell book and an amulet. Yeah.
I think there are two. Let me get rid of the one that you shouldn't see anymore. There you go. Yes, so a Eldritch Academy spellbook and an amulet. Those, you would have both of those.
So my amulet would be blue. It looks like, or red. No, it'd be red, right?
Let me have a look. You are a wizard.
Yeah. So
Yes,
learned.
it would be red.
And so I have a +1 to.
To your intelligence.
Oh, okay. Not above 20 though, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll ask later about that, but yeah, go into the store.
Okay. You make your way over, and you'll see a kind of haggard, dark skin, kind of short, human woman who is just kind of barking orders at people behind. Yes, get the mandrake root and bring it to the front, and then they will stop asking. Just bring it up, okay? Please. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
I was looking. Oh, sorry. Do you need anything? You look like you need a break. Do you want a coffee? I can go get you a coffee or something. I'm just looking for a scroll of mage armor, but I want to make sure that you're taken care of too.
I can get you that scroll. Unfortunately, I do have a boyfriend, so.
Oh,
sorry.
no. Yeah, I'm not. This was you looked a little weary. That wasn't meant to be an advance. That was just meant to create a bond of friendship at most.
Sure. And she'll kind of just smile and turn around and begin to walk over to what look to be stands filled with scrolls upon scrolls upon scrolls. And maybe around 3 minutes later, she'll come back with the scroll that you need. And what level is this?
Mage armor is level 1, I believe.
Level 1. One second. Okay. So you will, she will place the scroll in front of you and just say, there you are, sir. That'll be 50 gold.
50 or 15? I'm sorry.
50.
That makes more sense. I was wondering if I was going to discount for pity, but 50 gold it is. He'll hand it over.
Thank you for your business. And
Thank you.
again, I have a partner, but if I ever leave him, maybe I'll look for you.
I mean, by all means, I probably would make a horrible partner. Truth be told, I was just offering coffee. But by all means, if you are wanting, feel free to look.
She will, as you take the scroll, kind of rub her finger against your arm and just say, "Of course you will," and smile as you leave.
You'll kind of take the scroll in hand, hold it up, and kind of look at the other two like, your turn. What do you need?
I just came with you, my friend. Dusan, do you think you need anything?
I think Dusan's gone for right now.
I
He's,
guess not.
But BRB.
Perhaps we should meet up with our friends Malram and Falvor and go see the headmaster.
I'm back and I don't need anything.
Oh,
Let's
there
go.
you
Excellent.
Okay. So as you kind of get past that awkward conversation, and you move on to talking with the group for a little while. Out of the window, you'll see a cart pulling up with Falvor and Malram on the back, looking a little defeated in a way, like in a sad way, but also drenched in water at this point. And they will kind of make their way inside, and you will all kind of meet in the in this large kind of waiting area.
Well, should we go check in or just head back to the dorm? What do you guys think?
Well, we definitely need to deliver this letter of recommendation and success to someone. Maybe a headmaster. Kind of report in.
I agree. I think we should go tell somebody.
Let's go see Saren.
Ah, yes, Saren. The lovely chap.
Weren't we meeting with somebody else temporarily?
I can't remember. Who was
You
it
were.
again?
You met with a woman called Cora, who told you that you'd be meeting with her for the time being, but that was a while back. So it's up to you.
Let's go meet with Cora.
Okay. So do you go where you think she would be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going down to the portals?
Actually, the last time you saw her, she took over Saren's office.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go to where Saren's office was then.
And for the new players, Saren is kind of the not the headmaster. No one here has met or even seen the headmaster of this school. But this Saren individual, the other two new players, you would have heard about him, as it's rumored that he deals with the more darker side of the academy's doings and their dealings and things like that. And he is high up, but not on top.
He's an asshole. That's all you gotta know.
Typically, assholes are near the bottom, not the top.
But
Unless you're doing a handstand.
There's an anatomy problem.
But you will make your way there, and let me move you there. Oh, where's the page gone? There's the page. So, as you arrive at the office, you will be greeted by the door open, and on the inside, you do not see Cora. You do, however, see a very, very old man sitting at the desk, looking particularly annoyed today. Did I say you could come in?
But you also didn't say we couldn't come in, so it's ambiguous at best with no sign on the door.
Just come in.
Ah. Why, thank you for your graciousness.
Well, don't everyone talk at once. Why are you here?
Reporting.
You have the letter, right?
I think, did you hand it to him? Because somebody had it.
I think you have it, and I would like you to talk to him because I don't want to deal with this asshole.
Very well. He'll take the letter out. We have completed a task and received recommendation and positive kudos, and they wanted to make sure the Academy knew of our good deeds. Slides the letter over. Ready for a full report should you need it.
He will examine the letter before opening it, and you will see his eyes flash white. And anyone who wishes can make an Arcana check, but he will kind of examine the letter with his eyes bright white. Okay. So pretty much everyone. Yeah, anyone who rolled over 10. Oh, all of you? Okay. So you would notice this to be the simple, kind of very commonly used by mages as identify. And you get that he's probably doing this just in case for someone in his position to open anything is a risk. And he is checking that it is, not warded in any way. He will kind of slice open the paper and take it out. Take on some reading glasses. We are writing to you today to inform you that... You'll take a good 2 minutes kind of just examining what the letter says. I've never heard of a dragon spider. Did you perhaps bring a part of the creature?
Sample, yes. I think there's a head that is in the possession of a cart. Did you lug it around with you?
I mean,
Malvern and Falvor had the cart, so no.
I haven't done anything with the head, so it's still in the
Yeah.
cart.
I haven't touched that thing.
Well, if you could let me have a sample, I could make sure it would go to the continuation of a study of magical creatures.
Most certainly. I do not think I have the upper body strength. Does somebody want to give me a hand with the cart?
I'll go get it, and I'll go ahead and start walking out to go grab the head.
Well,
How long will that take? Like, I spatially speaking.
just a few minutes for him to go grab the head and bring it back.
Maybe cover it up with something, Marum.
Oh yeah, I'll go down there. I'll go down to the cart, get the semi, basically make it just look like a bundle of clothes or something, and just kind of put it around my shoulder, and then just bring it back.
In the meantime, as you're going to get that, he will kind of look to the group.
I'll start giving some details about like the specifics of the creature, like how many legs, wings, eyes, and stuff like that, just to kind of feed the time. If he's taking notes or not, trying to.
Yes.
Okay,
He's,
go and pace with that. Color.
You watch as this on the side, a book will open and a pen will begin to write without him touching either.
I'll try to focus in on things that hopefully are more. Can I get an insight check to see if I can get things that are more interesting to him as far as the types of things that we're describing?
You may.
And yeah, kind of just key in on those. Like if it's more about the blood and the splatter, the attack, the sounds, whatever I can remember.
Well, I can see you are a true student of the arcana and of the forms of creatures. I appreciate that.
Well, you try to make sure you don't get surprised too often. So if you pay attention to details and make conjecture and then have it proven or disproven, you are more better for it.
And eventually, Malram, you will return with the head, and he will kind of examine it for a moment, take some of its blood that is mostly congealed, and place it into a vial. Thank you. And he will begin to think very carefully while looking at the severed head at what you told him and how, even though you are rude to him on the way in, the fact that you described in such good detail and the letter, and he will kind of just think for a moment. Let me roll. Okay. He will heavily think while kind of stroking his beard. Well, I did have a job for you when you were to return, but it would seem that job may be beneath you at this point. Give me the day. I would like to speak with some of my associates in the school and see if I can't get you something a little more challenging, if that would be all right with you.
I believe we're all up for a challenge, yeah?
Always.
We kind of see things, well, I say we, I'm with the group now, but seeing things before they happen tends to make the challenge diminish. So by all means, something challenging in your eyes would be a boon to our increased experience.
The reward's better as well. I'm up for it.
And you, Dusan?
Well, if the rest of the group wants to challenge themselves, who am I to say no?
Now, the question is, as you say the group, I take it you would like to do this together.
Well,
They'll
it
be with
always.
us now.
I do believe our strengths are very well tuned and cover down on the weaknesses the others have. I, for one, know that that having someone that can clunk around and take a hit is far more beneficial to my survival than if I was put into that position. So,
Very well. You have my permission to bring them into the dorm and give them residence there. Tomorrow, I will have news. Until then, make sure to knock the next time you come in my office.
I'm sorry, I missed that last part. Out of character.
Make sure to knock when you come into my office, and I will
Would you
have
prefer?
some-
Would you prefer a loud knock, a soft knock, or a coded knock?
He will squint his eyes at you. A knock.
Understood.
He will look at you like, and then eventually just say,
Leaving.
Yes, go. And
So we are all heading up.
Mhm.
Take him to the dorms.
You want to take him to the dorms?
Yeah.
Okay.
They could take out Tamisha and Holly's room.
In that case, you guys will make your way through the hallways, the classrooms, going into the back of this of these grounds that are owned by the academy. And in the very back of this, you will see a standalone, almost kind of like fortress-looking, not quite castle or great fortress, but still impressive. And you will see that for the two new players, they will head in, as it seems that whoever these people are, this group is, seems to get their own separate accommodations from the rest of the academy. And you will make your way into the dorms.
Okay. The room 7, 8, and 6 is taken. Everywhere else is free. And I'll show them. I'll show them around.
Okay. He will kind of go from room to room, showing you that this is like a alchemic room where people can make different types of alchemic potions and things like that, as well as alchemy can be done here. Another room is simply for magical research and what seems to have a gigantic teleportation circle already engraved and placed here. Each room is filled with other books of magical theory and ingredients and things like that. There is a large dining area that could sit, maybe a good 50 people. There is a tower that leads up to a roof that looks over the surrounding white walls of this great academy and into the heart of the city. And you also have what seems to be a makeshift temple. And remind me, Malram, who is this to again?
Moradin.
And there's kind of like a statue that's just been placed there, and it feels a little bit kind of, as you walk in, it would give you that type of emotions. And for Vincent, if you walk in there, you will feel a little bit of pain near your heart. So, what rooms do you take?
Did you say 9 was available?
9's free, yeah. That's where Ollie was staying. Or was
Oh.
that Artemis's room? I cannot remember.
That was Artemisia.
Well, there you go.
Okay, so I have for my notes. Husan, you're taking the bottom bedroom that is also an office. Is that right?
Is that? Yeah, it looks like that's what's left.
Okay, and you're taking the tower bedroom. One level above you is the top of the tower where you can kind of have open air and see into the city. Is that right?
Nice.
Okay. In that case, these are your new dorm rooms and the place that you will be calling home for the foreseeable future. From there, what do you guys do?
What was the question? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I said, from there, what do you guys do as you have made your new homes, and at least for the foreseeable future, this is where you'll be staying?
Yeah, and just wait until. Did he give us a time to come back?
He said, "Give me the
Tomorrow.
day."
Yeah.
Okay, so just wait until tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a potion that I need someone to look at that can identify things. I think Malrum knows, so I'm gonna take it to Malrum. I found a potion a long time ago. It was probably one of our first missions that we went on. A yellow potion that I don't know what's inside.
Alright, well, I can identify that, and take the I'll take the time to go ahead and cast Identify on it.
Okay. Are you doing this ritual?
Yeah.
So you take the 10 minutes to kind of form the ritual, and your eyes begin to glow white as you look over this potion. And let me look. What color was it again?
So I wrote down it was yellow and yellow and misty.
Ah,
What I wrote. That's all I got.
1 second. I don't think I dragged it over. Oh no.
Somebody dropped.
Dusan said he had to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. This would be a potion of sight beyond sight.
Jeez, that sounds expensive.
And I'll just copy and paste it into the thing.
Yes, that would be brilliant.
There you go.
See through objects. That's pretty good. Kind of perfect for me. Me stealthy. I'll pocket that. Thank you, Malrum. What is the potion called again? It was seeing of something. Potion
Sight.
of something.
It's called Sight Beyond Sight.
Sight beyond sight. Thank you.
Then I would also be spending quite a bit of time in the temple before going to bed that day,
Okay.
or in the little chapel that I have set up.
Mm-hmm. Just make me a religion check.
Wow, I see how it is, Malrum.
There it is.
18. Okay. So you spend the rest, a portion of the night praying to your deity, and you feel a bit of a connection, but eventually you make your way to your bed, and I'm guessing a full rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine with me. Sleepy
Any-
weepy time.
I've got to ask, Vincent, are you doing anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So eventually you guys take your sleep, and you can hit your tokens and hit long rest again.
I'm sorry. I thought I was talking. I was on mute.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I scribe my mage armor into my spellbook?
You can.
Is it 50 gold?
Mm-hmm.
I assume the ink's on hand, and that's what I'm just paying the 50 gold because the ink's
Yeah.
available in the school.
Yeah. This place is running with magical ink. But you spend a chunk of time copying that over into your spell book, and you can add that onto there. But eventually, you take your rest, and the next morning will come.
Perfect.
Actually, while he's doing that, can I do some
Some.
with the alchemist kit? Can I make like what can I make with that exactly?
An
For alchemist
kit.
supplies, or sorry, poisoner's kit. I'm a fucking idiot. I can make poisons, correct?
Yeah, if you have the
Like it
ingredients.
takes an hour or something like that, right? Isn't that in the kit?
Not the ingredients, no. That's the tools you need to kind of process the ingredients. You would have to buy those separately or find
Okay.
them. Like, so for an instance, another one of my players also does that. And whenever they travel like long distance across country, they'll say like, in these nights that we're traveling, I'm always looking out for herbs and berries and things like that, and mushrooms that they can use to make poisons.
Nightshade, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought I have 3 strange mushrooms that I picked from that cave we were in. I am more than happy to give you them.
Can I have them from you, Belvoir?
Yeah, take them.
Okay.
You can have them all. 3 strange mushrooms is what I wrote down. I don't know what they do. But they are yours now.
You can make me a nature check once he gives them over to you.
Ooh.
Okay. Fuck me. Oh, I can't roll tonight.
Mushrooms.
I wonder if they're shiitake or some other kind. But yeah, you don't really know what they can do.
All right. Well, I'll wait till morning. I want to go get some more stuff then.
Okay. Eventually, the morning will come, and you will all kind of awake and make your way down to the kind of eating area where you would all kind of have your let go. Your breakfast. And as it would seem, your new friend Dusan has seemingly got some kind of food poisoning, as he is in bed, slowly moaning right now.
It's not good.
That must have been what affected me at the gate yesterday.
Yeah.
You think- Yeah.
Maybe just a bug going around. Who knows?
Right, insight check Vincent after he said that.
Yes. Vincent,
you.
make a deception check.
Never mind.
He seems normal. I mean, that's your friend. He was sick. You feel bad.
You feel bad.
I cast feel bads.
Oh, the feels. But from there, you will make, I'd say the 4 of you make a perception check.
Including me?
Yep. I did say 4 of you.
Natural 20. Let's go.
Natural
It's my
20.
second one tonight. If Alva might be an asshole, but he can roll well.
Okay. So, once my goddamn thing loads. God, I can't wait to get my new computer. Load! Please! Okay, there you go. So that's a 23, a natural 20, 13, and 13. Okay. So, Malram and Falvor, you will hear some noise coming near the front entrance. Like, not knocking, but it kind of sounds like maybe someone let themselves in.
Anyone else hear that?
I hear that, but
Hear what?
Yeah, what are you guys talking about?
Somebody's in our quarters.
I have a good idea on who it could be.
I'll
And I'll
put
go.
50 gold on it, it's Eric.
I think you're probably going to be right.
I'm not going to take that bet. And I'll kind of step out here and see if there's. I'll kind of step out of the main room and see if there's anybody.
There he is. Norden, you'll be
Malram.
excited to meet this fella. He's super annoying.
Oh, I can't wait.
What do you do, Malram?
Is there a reason you're letting yourself in without knocking first there, Eric?
No reaction.
And I'll kind of start approaching. Eric?
Make a perception check. You notice that the veins on this side of his neck are darkened, and his eyes are completely white over. And he will begin to move, and his head will look up at you.
What the fuck is wrong with Eric? Slap him out of it, Malram.
Who's Eric?
So this
None of
young,
them will kind of wander over.
it's this young boy that always walks into our house, or has started walking to our house, I guess.
My push to talk button seems to keep being a back button on my browser. I gotta fix that at some point. I did it again.
Could I make a medicine check on him? See if, like, it seems like something. Basically, I would cast Lesser Restoration, but I want to make sure
Well,
that it's actually going to go through.
as you all are approaching and you're about to do this, Eric will begin to speak.
Apologies. Eric is taking a rest. Do you
That's not creepy at all.
remember me?
Who are you?
Oh, we only met the once. On the road.
The white head man.
There. I hope you don't mind me borrowing, or Eric, for a moment. But it would seem you've come across a little bit of fame, and word has reached me. It would seem that the Academy is planning to give you something that most students don't ever get the chance to have. Trust. Their trust. Now take it from me, boys. You don't know everything. But I am here to give you that opportunity.
To know everything, wouldn't that drive us mad?
Everything about the Academy and what's really happening. Now, of course, I'm no fool. I know I cannot trust you, even if you said, sure, why not? But the point is, If you really want to know the truth, come out of the darkness and into the light. I could help you. Me and my sister. Now when you are ready, and I mean really ready, to take that first step,
he will pull out what looks to be a sending stone, but it's different. It has different runes carved into it, and he will just simply drop it on the ground.
when you're really ready, send a message, and I'll come. Or you can tell Saren, and he'll give you a nice reward for being the loyal dog. It's up to you.
And you watch as the eyes begin to change color, and the veins on his neck begin to retreat. Do any of you do anything?
I'll just pick up the stone and pocket it for now.
Is Eric gonna fall or is he gonna be awake? Because I'll attempt to catch him.
It looks like he's
if
gonna fall.
Yeah, I'll catch him.
Okay. Easy enough, as he begins to wobble on his feet and then drops just in time for you to catch him before he hits the ground. Still unconscious, but breathing and well. And you also see that Nillidan in the back is, I'm guessing, looking very confused right now.
Oh, very. Like, okay.
What the fuck just happened? That was the guy we met a long time ago. Well, a while
Yeah.
back now. We obviously
Well-
don't trust him, right?
Of
No.
course not.
Somebody that
But-
takes the control of children's minds is not someone I want to work with. I don't know about you guys.
I would agree with that, but I
mean,
also don't
chil-
trust the academy all that much as well.
And I'm not trying to play a devil's advocate here, but the mind of a child is normally much more malleable, and it would be easier in theory, and at the same time pose less permanent damage to the mind of the child. Like if you were to try on an old weazened man, it could snap their mind in two. I'm not saying that that's justification, but I don't think it's a disqualification either. But the black vein business, I think, was a little bit more symbolic of nefarious magics. Like, was he poisoned? Like, how? It's
Yeah, I
odd.
don't know.
Make
Could
me... Anyone who wishes, in fact, this campaign, you can all make Arcana checks if you want.
Yeah, I'll lay him down on like a bench or something.
Mhm.
I'll do
Ooh, those are some bad rolls.
Yeah, not great.
With those rolls, ooh,
Wow.
I think I might actually use a lucky on that. Can I? It might be just a
You
tech
can.
rolls. I can use lucky on that.
Mhm.
For myself, because it's an ability
Yep.
check. Much better.
Nice.
Ooh,
There we
okay. So, from what you can see, the veins, the eyes, the voice, this is some textbook dark possession magic. Not very harmful to the person, especially being a child. It is probably, like you said, much easier to take control of them. And from what you can tell, there is no poisoning, but the magic that they use would probably be of the more darker kind. But also
Closer to
not,
necrotic, but yeah.
yeah, but not also, it's not going to hurt the individual.
Yeah, if I had to take a guess, I'm leaning less poison and more nefarious, like I said. I don't know if it's straight demonic or a devilish or fiendish magics, but it's within that line of thinking. So
Well,
yeah, it could be a fallen angel. I have no idea. I never met the individual. Lovely chap, I'm sure.
Well, he did try to kill us, and he did hurt Malrum quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Wait, didn't someone run Malrum over with the cart?
No, he was injured before being run over by the cart.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
di-
that's what happened. Yeah.
And I was the one that brought him back from the dead. Because I was the only one to roll the highest medicine check. The guy with only 1+ medicine.
let me just. So, just for your sake, Illidan, I will. This is the individual that they met. Although,
I think wasn't that the first video?
yes.
Okay, yes. I out of character recall. I'm asking in characters for stuff, but you don't have to fill me in out of character.
And just as a recap for everyone, there was also mention that you found out that there was also a female out there with white hair and a crow. And from what he said, you can guess that was her.
Sister?
Yeah.
she attacked the other cart though, or the other group, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really trust these people.
Well, that's kind of the conundrum I'm finding myself in. Is I don't really trust them, but I don't really trust the academy all that much either.
Difference is they tried to kill us, and the academy has given us a place to stay, food to eat, and magical items to buy.
And taught us spells as well.
It's very true. We have received many gifts from this place.
We have, but sometimes they give. A lot of people can giveth with one hand and stab you in the back with the other. All I'm saying is, I leave it up to you guys, but I think we just hold on to the stone for now. We can decide later if we want to turn it in or what have you. Because I figure having more information is always better than having less.
Unless it's like the horrors of the abyss that breaks the minds of mortals knowing. But yes, the general adage I agree with. I need to answer the door real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. And at this point,
let's hide the stone that he gave us.
Put it in
who
the
has it?
Put it in the bag of holding, perhaps.
I have it for now, but I would say, yeah, put it either in the bag of holding. Probably in the bag of holding.
In case it's magical, it won't be able to be detected that way. I think.
Oh, I'll put it in a bag of holding then.
Okay.
I'll write them down.
You can put sending stone to white-haired raven weirdo. But you will see at this point that Eric is beginning to like come around, and his eyes are beginning to move more and more. He's not fully awoken, but he's about to, maybe in the next few moments, awake.
Maybe we should get him a drink and something to eat.
I would agree.
Okay.
And I'll go and grab just some water and probably basically some of the leftover breakfast stuff that we haven't had yet.
Morning, Eric.
Oh, hey. Why am I was.
Can I insight check him real quick? I want to see if he can remember being mind controlled.
Insight check.
Yeah. Sick.
Okay. Kids are weird, and he's no
Yep.
exception.
Yep.
He'll just
Eric,
kind of
you
look.
fell asleep in our place last night. I think you drank some of the alcohol that was here.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
Well, you did it.
But
It's
I
very
remember
naughty of you, Eric.
going to bed.
We did. We all did see you.
Yeah, you took some of the ale that we have in the kitchen. And you drank all of it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Hey, don't worry. We won't tell anyone.
I'm so sorry.
It's cool. Just
wow.
maybe don't drink as much like next time.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to end up like you. Oh,
Wow.
But I mean, he's right, and I'll go ahead and hand him some water and probably like some leftover bacon and eggs that he might have.
Yeah, he's
he will
right.
immediately begin to chomp down on them, and just looking around, looking very confused, and but still happy to be fed and brought into your cool home. So, what are you guys doing today?
Some new mission.
Can I come?
No, you can't.
Okay. And you'll just begin to fully chow down on this food. And at that point, you'll hear a knocking on the door.
Just you hide yourself, Eric.
He will quickly go underneath the table. And then pop back up and grab the bacon and eggs and then go back under.
I'll go check on the dial. See who's here.
Okay. You will see when you open the door, Saren is on the outside and looking.
Saren.
He looks exhausted, like he's walked here from his office and looks genuinely out of breath.
It is a long walk, isn't it?
Move, and he'll kind of barge past you.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you all here?
Yeah,
Everybody
most.
Just Sam. He's not very well.
Very well. Well, I have spoken with my colleagues, and we feel that you are ready for a higher level of trust. If you're all ready for that. Well,
Well,
Of course we are. Of course we're ready. We showed you the head of the creature we killed.
child's things. Now, you of course went on a similar mission before you were sent to the Feywild, as you all remember. And you did a task there. We would like you to do a similar task.
Call it what it is, old man. We killed... What was it again?
Dryad.
Dryad, yeah.
Very well. We wish you to go to another plane and kill something there the same way as you did last time, using a amulet the same as last time. Although this entity, this creature, will be much more difficult.
In what way?
Well, it won't just be a stand by while you kill it. I expect this one to put up a lot more of a fight. Now, I don't know exactly what this creature is. All I've been told is it is needed. Its essence, its energy, like before.
And what exactly is the energy needed for, if I may ask?
Nothing, just simple research.
Insight check?
Yeah,
You
I
may.
wanted to.
Yeah, I'm doing that as well. That was very janky. Great.
Vincent, you are very, 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 very used to hiding things and lying and keeping things hidden. And he is displaying all those signs. He is trying to hide something. Something about these creatures and the fact that you are stealing their life force. And it is not just for simple research purposes.
Old man, I know you're lying to us. Tell us the truth. I want to know it all. Don't keep anything hidden. Not this time.
Unfortunately, you don't get to know it all. Now, I won't lie anymore, or I'll simply say you don't get to know. Now,
I
of
want to look
course,
to Malrum.
Okay.
I'm staying silent at this point.
now, if you choose to take this on, as we cannot force you, as it would seem some of your members are reluctant, you'll of course be rewarded. And as a sign of good faith with my colleagues, you will all be granted another lesson. And I believe you all remember what you gained from your last lesson. Now, we have a slight problem with this task, as the teleportation room that you all know of, we do not have a gateway into this plane as of yet. And we do not have the proper goods to get you there ourselves. You will have to find a way there, and we believe we have found a entity that may have what we need to get you there. This entity seems to be living in Craghammer, the homeland of the dwarves. It seems to be making deals with people there. Now, I will tell you this: if you take on this job, do not fight this creature. We don't know what it is, but we do know it is powerful and undisturbed in Craghammer. The law enforcement there and other mages have chosen not to interfere. I recommend you do the same and find a way other than force to get its aid. I would suggest negotiations, and if you choose, we will give you things of import that you may use to grant you access to this plane. And as Vincent said, no more lies. This plane is much, much different than the Feywilds. Darker. Quite literally the opposite. Has any of you heard of the Shadowfell?
Have I heard of the shadow?
You can
I
make
don't think
a
I have.
history check, and I will give advantage to Vincent for this.
I get advantage? Okay.
Yep.
And it's history, right?
Yep. Ooh.
Natural
Natural.
20.
Okay, so the Shadowfell is quite literally the shadow plane of this one, as the Feywild is the more nature, more kind of, you could say a more nature parallel world of this one. The Shadowfell is the darker, grimmer, no life, nothing good there. It is a plane of shadows and corruption and darkness. Which, when he does say Shadowfell, you can't help but feel excited and drawn almost to that word, Shadowfell. Well, so what will it be? I haven't got all day.
I will go.
Sounds like an interesting place.
He will look to you, Felvor.
Well, if Nolan's in, I'm in.
I'm back. I am so sorry, guys. I had a it was a police officer at the door.
Oh, you bad boy.
I'm not a bad boy. It was asking if I had noticed anything odd about the neighbor's car. So, and I
Ooh.
didn't, but yeah, apparently something's going on there. And I'm like, I kindly don't want to be involved since I don't know anything. Thank you. But it took
Yay,
forever to
drug
get to
car?
that point. Huh?
Yay, drug car.
Yeah, I don't know. But being in, we could assume I'm in, like, for the sake of going forward.
How much did you miss?
I missed about 10 minutes worth, so if you want to give me context as we go through, that's fine. But I was munching and kind of just in my own little world. We'll say Nulladin kind of spaced out and was getting portents of the future, and so
Okay.
wasn't present during the present.
Very well. Now, I will make a executive decision here, and from the other room you hear, you kind of just hear a groan of Dusan. And quickly a kind of, I'm in!
I apologize. I tried to fool him with spirits versus spirits and getting the two confounded, and that might be part of his issues today.
Well, I am very happy that you have all agreed, as it did not take a little doing from my part to get them to trust in you. I hope you will not betray that trust. Right?
Yep.
Nulladin sneezes, and then as he's fighting through the sneeze, he's like, not intentionally, but yes, trust is a good thing to maintain. I was sneezing for real.
Well,
It's like telling people the truth about missions. What the purpose is for them. Svalbard smiles. It's like a eat shit grin.
yes, well. Do any of you have any questions?
Are there discounts on scrolls? Or questions of serious nature? I'm sorry.
Well, he will take out a bag from his side and reach inside and pull out another smaller bag and hand it over to Vincent.
Take that.
I'll take it. What is it?
Take a look.
Okay, open it up.
You will see shining what you think is silver pieces, but at a closer look, it is clearly platinum pieces, and it looks like 100 platinum pieces. and then he will reach in and pull out a box and kind of move it over. In fact, he'll pass it to. Yeah, nearly done. He'll pass it to you. There you go.
Ooh, my very own box. Why, thank you.
These are to hopefully buy you transport there.
Do you look inside the
Ooh.
box?
Oh yeah, of course. I will pretend to do the, I'm checking to make sure, because I'm so important, but not really, and just open it after the little, like, fake investigation. Yep, seems good. And then,
Sorry. As you look on the inside, what are you better at, nature or arcana?
Arcana by far.
Make an arcana check. As you see something very confusing on the inside, but let's see if you understand fully what it is. Okay. Oh, damn, guys. Try rolling under a 20 for once.
It's hard. I can't.
But,
You're asking too much.
If I do, I just then use a luck point, then go back to about.
Oh my god. But on the inside, you will see a long piece of maybe white material, and then once you kind of pick it up and look it over, holy shit. This is a unicorn horn.
Well, I know what I'm gonna be for the next costume night fair. A unicorn horn is by far a rare treat indeed.
Don't lose it. Now, you'll have to find this entity in Craghammer. I'm sure you'll think of something. Once you find him, convince him using these goods to get you there.
And he will pull out a note, a letter that, once unfolded, will seemingly have not coordinates, but it will say what seems to be an address, but it will sound like nonsense to you. It says something about the forgotten castle above the worm, the wormy abyss.
This is where he's got to send you. Right?
Well then, I think that is straightforward enough.
He will begin to stand off of the bench, and you will hear what sounds like 20 or so cracks as his back straightens.
Now, is there anything else you would like to know
He'll look quickly at Vincent.
that I can tell you?
Well, what is this creature we're hunting?
Well, I'm glad I know that you listen. I do not know. All I know, it is at that location.
It's much more dangerous than the last thing we fought.
Yes.
Would you like samples brought back? And if so, what do you have specific region of samples? Head again, or blood? Do you want us to contain its life essence or blood in a more secure manner than previous? The congealed, I didn't have a hand in that, but
Well, that's what this amulet will do, is steal its life force from it, so they can
Well,
use it for research.
You could always
Apparently.
bring me back some remains, and I would be appreciative. I do not know what this creature is, but with many magical creatures, they have a part of them that does something incredible. Like I once fought a beholder, and their eyes tend to have special properties. So if this creature has such a appendage, try to remove it and bring it back.
excellent. I mean, a magical beasts always are great for material components in almost any type of application. So I will keep a keen eye, and he kind of just puts a finger to his eye and pulls it down just a little. Will do.
And
Very
how
well.
exactly are we going to be getting back? Or is that something we also have to figure out?
No, I can help you with that. We do not leave our students behind, or at least without a way home.
And he will pull out a familiar looking crystal that I'm guessing most of you can remember.
Yep.
And I will just, for his sake, I will. There you go.
Yep.
The same crystal as before, as you know that if you crush it, anyone within 15 feet of you will be transported back to this plane and back to the place that you left this plane. So who would take that out of all of you?
I'll grab it.
Mark that down.
Is there any chance of us getting to Craghammer quicker? New way of transporting us, because that is a long way.
I have important things to do, but
Maybe a teleportation circle?
mm,
Very simple.
Persuasion check.
Fuck.
I don't really have the time.
Maybe one of your colleagues.
The spell to get you there into Craghammer would take too long, and I'm busy, but I can get you close enough, as outside the city is not warded. Is that good enough?
Sounds good enough to me.
My feet have already thanked you.
Well, but when do you want to go?
I feel like we're ready now.
We can go right now.
I've had my breakfast. And he grabs another piece of fruit from the table, and second breakfast is already in hand. I'm
As
ready
We
when
could
you
wait
guys
for
are.
our friend Dusan to.
As you go grab that bacon, you will see a small boy head pop out. Can I come out yet?
No, lad. I think for whatever... I didn't pay attention why you had to hide, so I don't know.
Okay. He'll
Have a
grab.
piece of bacon.
Oh, and he'll grab the bacon and quickly start chewing on it, almost like a gerbil. But as you re-enter the room, you'll see Dusan crawling on the ground, heavily green in the face. Oh, let's go! I'm so ready.
We could. Are you sure?
Are you sure I could take you out with a single spell?
Yeah, whatever you say, big guy. I guess we're all ready.
I'm speaking with the dead, and they say let's go.
I don't have
Did
any
you-
rations, so
What was
You
that?
don't need rush.
no. Apparently, I used them all.
I
One
got
rush.
plenty.
I mean, who needs
think I
rations when
s-
you can, eat people?
I still eat.
And I also now have this fun spell called Create Food and Water, so I think we'll be
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. He will
So,
look
let's
around
go.
you all.
Very well.
And he will begin to cast a high-level spell.
Wait
Oh,
a
what?
second. I just need to quickly go to the kitchen. Eric, you're free to go once we all leave.
You're going?
I don't want you just stay here for us while we've been gone for like a week or something. We're going. Goodbye.
Bye. He grabs more bacon from off the table and eats it. And you come back one
Right.
week later.
I'm ready to go.
He's starving to death. So, he will begin to cast something, and you watch as the air around you begins to warp, and you begin to hear sounds like almost tearing, and you'll see lights begin to brighten and shadows begin to darken, and the world around you begin to stretch and stretch, and then you begin to see things that weren't there before. A few trees, leaves, you'll see grass, you'll see a path, and then all of a sudden you'll be on a road surrounded by trees. You see mountains in the near distance, heavy mountain area, and in front of you there seem to be travelers making their way on the same road that haven't seen you yet. And everyone make a perception check.
Ah,
You're not rolling very well.
all right.
I'll use a luck to re-roll that.
Okay.
In considering how bad we roll.
Uh, okay. Malrum and Nillidan, yeah. You see in the distance what looks to be a grand fortress inside, embedded into a mountain. And you can just see it from where you are. You're still quite a ways off. But the fact that you can see it from this far away means that whatever this structure is gigantic. And it seems to be almost like a dwarven castle has been chiseled into this mountain, and almost the mountain itself is the fortress. And you see what looks to be anywhere between 50 to 70 different groups are all heading into and towards this great fortress that some of you would know to be Craghammer, the basically home kingdom of the dwarfs. What do you guys do as you have just been bopped out?
So, is it that way? And he points towards the the massive
The
cat.
giant fortress. I think so.
That's. I've heard a lot of things about this place, but didn't think I would ever get to see it with my own eyes.
Now, just for some lore purposes, you know that in Craghammer, they are heavily known for their mining. Things like diamonds, all different jewels, gold, and also the largest mine of platinum on the planet. You know that. I'd say that, yeah, you'd all know this. It is a known incident that they have accidentally knocked themselves into the Underdark at this point and have unleashed a lot of horrors onto their own kingdom, which they now stand guard at all times at the very deepest parts of this underground kingdom. You know, there has been many of a mind flayer and other abominations, even Durgar, and you know, all the things that would call the Underdark a horrible place home. But you know it to be reasonably safe, as well as Craghammer is also a part of the kind of alliance between Imon, Craghammer, Whitestone, Singorn, the great nations of tal'dorei, this continent. It is also one of the most powerful nations, military speaking, and it would seem you guys are heading in there to find a entity that is making deals, and you were warned not to fight. So, what do you do?
Well, I feel like we need to head to the city, don't we?
True as true can be. So, just for my own edification, we're going there to make a deal, not to fight. Yeah? No? Or are we?
We're going there to find a creature that's going to send us to the Shadowfell. But we were
Right,
told
right.
explicitly not to fight or anger the creature. That's why we have the platinum and the unicorn horn to try to essentially bribe the creature into letting us game pass us into the Shadowfell.
Good. Got it. Okay.
We should also look at the Craghammer shop. See what goodies they got.
Not a bad idea, Falvor.
You guys have been
The
shopping
only-
all
They have
episode long.
great ale.
The only concern I have with that, and knowing my own proclivities on loving to gamble, I mean, we could make that what you said that was 100 platinum pieces.
It wasn't gold.
Yeah, 100
It was
plat.
I mean, we could make that 200, but
Mm-hmm.
being the responsible
Like
person
the way you
I
think.
being the responsible person I'm at, going shopping before we know how much we have to pay for passage seems dicey.
Hey, I'm
So,
not saying we use the platinum. I was just saying my own money.
yeah, but
However, I like the idea of doubling it.
I do like the idea of leveraging some of the platinum for our own personal use, because you have to have money to make money, and I
I'm
mean,
not saying smart. You could just trick them.
right. So they may not be smart, but they mostly are wise, and so if they've been tricked before, the likelihood of getting them on the same trick again is a tough cookie to get them to eat.
I mean, we could have a drink competition again.
Yeah, but the stakes on that, I do not believe would get us to the same result.
No, I agree with that. However, we could do a couple of small bets with it.
We could do a couple small bets. I mean, heck, I'm pretty good at cards and dice. We'll find a little gambling establishment. I'm sure we could.
Well, and if these dwarves are any ones like the one I knew, I used to fight in a gladiator ring
Well, there you go.
over in the Empire. So, I mean, if we really felt like doing something like that, I would never say no to getting back into the ring.
Did we ever?
Throw a couple of punches?
Yeah. Did we have a timetable on this? I didn't hear how pressing of a matter the beast felling would be.
You didn't. There was no timetable given.
Well, then, I mean, we're out and about. We got a free teleport to basically have some fun as far as this one's concerned.
Then we can go shopping then.
I agree. Let's go shopping.
Yes, let's go check it out.
We'll start the walk to Craghammer.
Okay. Eventually, you will make your way there to the massive fortress and see beautiful dwarven architecture. And eventually, you will kind of be greeted on the inside as the guards are friendly. They will check your belongings and make sure you're not bringing anything too nefarious into the city, but are quickly let through. And on the inside, you will see a underground paradise of gold and architecture and wonder, as you will see Craghammer.
Hell yeah.
Through the air itself, you see mounds of unformed and, in its purest sense, gold nuggets, huge, being lifted through the air and shipped off to gigantic smelters. You see hundreds and hundreds of levels going down and down and down. The city seems to just never end. And the light here is beaming, even though you're underground, as it seems that every point that you can see, there are crystals glowing at heavy light, with a gigantic one in the middle of this chasm kind of almost like a mini sun for everyone who lives here. It is breathtaking.
How much do you think that gem would cost? And do you think it'd fit in my bag of holding?
It might, but I'm sure
Question. I would
all
obviously
these
never steal that.
I'm sure all these dwarves would also have some very nice words to say to you if you attempted to steal it as well.
Remember, the most illustrious gem is worth nothing if no one's gonna buy it because they know you stole it.
That is smart. I never thought about that. I just like to. I was just joking, obviously.
I mean, I'd be all for it. If there's a market for it and coin to be had, by all means. But I think you're safer with smaller fences.
Well, I wonder if they actually have a fighting arena here, because I like the idea of seeing Malrum fight. Maybe I'll also a little run for the money.
You know what's really good about those fights? It's all about appearance. I might even jump in, and who knows, maybe we make a penny or two of me winning when I shouldn't, or, well, I'm not going to make Malrum throw a fight.
Oh, I never intentionally throw a fight, so good luck trying to convince me to do so.
I would happily throw a fight for money.
Right, my pride
Zero
has
honor.
a price. It's surprisingly affordable.
Well, maybe we ask around, look for an arena, and also look for those shops.
Arenas, shops, and I'm going to look for a gambling hall.
Just so I know, who has the money?
Vincent.
I do.
And
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we're all in to try and double this money, right?
Of course, but I think we should go together if we're gonna.
Oh,
If we're gonna fuck up, we should do it together.
I agree. It's only 1,000 gold.
Wouldn't it be four? Well, yeah, you're right. It is 1,000 gold. Yeah, if we fuck up, we should fuck up together.
And then disappear forever.
we don't know what
so-
happened to the gold. Oh.
You still got that messaging stone, right?
Yeah.
Do
The bag of
you?
holding.
There's our plan B.
No, just kidding.
I lost everything.
We lose all the money, we join the evil side. Great.
Or the lesser evil, maybe?
That is true. I don't know who is the more evil in this situation. I think the guys that tried to kill Malrum. Controlling those beasts as well was pretty evil.
I'm not saying that the people who have tried to kill us are good people, but I don't know how you guys feel about the academy, but I personally am not. I agree with getting more power, but at what cost?
I mean, we have strict monetary assignments for the scrolls, so I mean, it's not hard to evaluate. I'm joking. I understand your point.
Well, let's be real. We're here to murder a creature.
This is the second
Yeah.
time.
And this is the second time that we're willing to do so. Are you not, Malrum?
I am willing, but I'd also. It seems like they are wanting to do something with this and not just research it.
Is this something
He's-
you'd like? Oh, sorry.
He seemed to be lying to us about that, considering you calling him out on that at the very least. So
Do you think we could investigate something like that when we got back?
He hasn't known us that long. Maybe the more missions we do, the more trust he'll give us, and then he'll actually tell us what they're doing with them.
I definitely don't trust the people, the white-haired man and lady either, because, I mean, just seeing what they did to Eric, that did not seem very good. So I'm just considering options, but getting more trust and then deciding if we don't like what they're doing and turning around is always an option.
All right. As long as we remain steadfast to our goal, then.
Alright, well, let's go shopping.
Indeed.
The question is, are you guys splitting up?
Nah, we're still
No, not yet. I don't think we know the city well enough for that.
Okay.
no.
In that case, you will begin to wonder. Now, what exactly do you want to do first? Because you gave me like a list of things there.
Are people staring at us?
No?
Okay.
Just,
You are-
I think
There
we'll have
are
a general
literally
look around.
thousands of people, mostly dwarves, are kind of just making their way up and down levels in this chasm, what seems to be endless
we
going
could
down.
ask someone where the shops are. Magical shops, preferably.
There might even be a directory.
Oh, and I'd like to go and visit a blacksmith, because I was planning on potentially selling my moon-touched sword unless somebody else wants it.
Is it a short sword?
Longsword.
What does it do?
Just when it's dark, it just glows. Nothing else. If it's dark outside, it'll generally light up, but other than that, it's just your normal sword.
Is it not considered magical for purposes of beasts that are immune to mundane weaponry?
That would be a question for our DM.
Yes, it would be. It's still technically a magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Myself for quite a lot here then.
They may also think less of it because dwarves, elves, elven moon touch blades tend to get scoffed at by dwarves, I would imagine.
You'd be surprised. The dwarves don't like the elves by any means, but if
They
you
are
can find a
cute.
craftsman, you can always find somebody who would admire. You'll always find a dwarf who can admire an elf's work, but not necessarily like the elves themselves.
Nulladin is kind of brimming, smiling ear to ear. So we're sitting here full of conjecture about what may or may not be instead of going directly to the smith to find out.
So while you guys talking about elves and dwarves not liking elves, I'm gonna just cover my ears with my hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all want to go shopping before we've made a coin, and I could see the merit in window shopping. Maybe you all have vast fortunes that I'm not aware of, but do we want to first find some pits to fight, or is anybody else feeling lucky in a gambling hall? Or do you want to window shop first?
I personally think we should have a look in the shops.
See if there's
Maybe
anything.
We can just have a general look as well, looking for everything that we wanted to do. Because this place is huge. I can imagine it's quite hard to find what we need to find.
Like, we're not looking for a general store. We're looking for
Yeah, magical items. Right?
magical items or scrolls, or maybe even like a potion shop.
magical weapons as well. I'd like a new blade.
And then, yeah, I think Malrum wanted to see a blacksmith after.
Yes.
Or somewhere where I could sell this old blade of mine, because I do believe I'm going to hold on to Ember that we found.
Nulladin will casually just bring up how if you wanted scrolls, we were at the academy and they have quite the selection.
Well, let's go look. Maybe...
I don't want scrolls.
Oh, we asked someone?
I know, I tease. You guys want items.
Okay, so I'll give you a opportunity here, as everyone seems to be wanting to look for something else. As you're all going as a group, looking around, I'll let you can. One of you can roll advantage for one thing, or as a group, you can all pick one thing to look for, and just make a single roll for each one of those things.
I think we should all look together.
Yeah,
One
I'm.
of us is definitely better.
So we'll start from the top. Nulladin, what would you be looking for?
Personally, I'd be looking for a gambling hall, but I'm willing to defer my observational item to whatever the group wants.
Well, they want to all look, so make a investigation check.
Do I do it? I think I do. I burned my last. No.
Save it.
I'm saving it. I'm saving it.
Okay.
I.
You still got to investigate as well.
That kills me that I've rolled 2 on my investigation twice now.
Yeah, that sucks.
That was a 2? Holy crap.
Yes, I have a +7, man.
Oh my god. Okay. So unfortunately, there are too many people around and you just can't really focus, as a few people are staring at you, not knowing what you are, like species-wise, and they are quite enamored with you.
And I am obviously making small talk. That does not get me any information, but every time somebody just looks at me, I'm like, well, hello there. And forget to ask about any pertinent information.
Okay. In that case, Vincent, what thing are you going to look for? One thing.
A jewelry shop, I guess. But one, I don't know. I'm looking for magic items, I guess, but I don't know what to call it.
A magic shop?
Sure.
Okay, make a investigation check.
I'm also looking for a magic shop.
Hang on.
Okay.
2 up, 2 down. So, as again, it is very crowded down here, and it is quite warm down here as well. As you look over one of the sides and you see at the very, very far bottom, there seems to be a river of lava running through this place. And in this kind of chaos and commotion, you don't really see any building that you would associate as a magic shop.
The 19.
And that's also a magic shop? Falvor?
Yeah, I'm looking for a magic shop.
Okay, I'll come back to you in a minute. Malrum, what are you looking for?
I'd be looking around for a blacksmithy.
A blacksmith. Make the check. 18. Okay. Now, as Dusan is not here, I'll say one of you can make a roll for him. That can be for another place that you might want to find, or it can be for the place, for the gambling hall that you failed to find. It's up to you guys.
Or maybe a gladiator. We were thinking on gladiatoring as well.
Yeah, we'll have him look for the gladiator ring.
Okay, make. I was gonna say make a roll. I'll make a roll for him. Question to Nillidan. Your luck.
Yeah.
Do you get that back after a short rest or a long?
Oh wait, It's after a long rest? I'm checking now.
Okay.
Leave us for lucky.
Oh my lordy.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
Yep. Long rest.
Okay. Just for my notes. As well as you guys are looking around and you spot a blacksmith and you spot a magic shop, what seems to be in this bizarre area where all the different shops seem to be held, and it's not just this area but this entire ring as you are going down levels now, and this seems to be kind of like the shopping and goods ring, and you also see Dusan kind of look over the edge and point to a place that seems to be an arena with an open top and people seem to be fighting on the inside. What looks to be a kind of sand pit, but there might also be water in there as well. And he
So-
points it out.
Oh, so should we go to the magic shop or?
Yeah, let's go to the magic shop. I want to look in the blacksmith as well, so either's best for me, whichever you guys want to go to.
Let's go to the magic shop first. I might get a better deal on the sword there.
Okay. You make your way into a smaller magic shop, but Yep.
Can I look at the sword real quick? And I'll cast prestidigitation to like clean it perfectly, all the crevices and everything, so it's just super shiny and nice and pristine as far as it can be.
okay.
Just if you're gonna sell it, make sure it's in a selling condition.
It was already fairly clean, but thank you.
But now it's magically clean, and like there may be residual if they do a detect magic on it. They may get a little bit of.
Wood.
They may see some transmutation magic lingering on it and wonder, ooh, maybe it's special.
One second. By the way, Falvor, you did add the dagger of venom, right, to your thing?
No, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I thought so.
Thank you. It's quite important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone that uses daggers, yeah. Thank you. for that.
You the way you were talking, I was like, did he forget he got that?
I thought I'd written it down, but I guess I didn't.
Oh yeah, that dagger is pretty spicy. I forgot about it too.
Yeah, you found it on the body of that that guy from the clasp.
Maybe they'll have another dagger. Just become my own dagger kind of.
No!
It's at the thing!
No! The
It's a
worlds are
dagger of
merging.
venom, right?
Yes. Okay. So you enter and you will see a beautiful looking young dwarven woman, and she is ripped. Like, she is very feminine but also very muscular in her arms, and she will look over at you as you enter. Hello, loves. Yeah, just come on in. Nothing to be scared of. And
We
what?
seem like we're scared of magic?
Oh, I don't know. You seemed a bit out of sorts, but nothing to fear here. Come on in. I don't bite unless you want me to.
Unless we pay you, right?
Ooh, I like this one.
Gross.
Well, don't all speak at once. What can I help you with? Wow, really? No one speaks
Wow,
at once.
you all are you enamored? I mean, yes, she obviously can bench press perhaps all of us at the same time. But my friends were looking to shop and potentially barter with you.
Oh, well, fantastic. I'm here to serve. What are you looking for today?
Well, would you happen to have any potions of healing?
Oh, of course, they're quite common. What grade were you looking for?
Oh, what grades would you happen to have? I would
Oh,
be
well.
happy with regular or with just the base level or the greater, I believe.
Well, let me take a look. And she'll look down in a crate, and she'll pull it up with what look to be lots of vials of red potions. Right. Well, we have 4 of the base ones, just the normal healing potions. We have 3 of the greater ones. They're quite special, and we even have what I got in just a few days ago. Didn't really put it on the shelves yet, so lucky you. We have the superior healing potion, which is it's on the expensive side, but if you're worth it, you're worth it.
Indeed.
Let's
I
have a
would be.
general look around her shop. I do not want to look at healing potions.
Okay.
I would be interested in potentially buying at least 2 of the base and 1 greater.
Oh well, of course. I can do you.
That is going to be a lot.
Greater. Let's say. How about 400?
Alright, well, and I'm gonna pull out the Moon Touch sword and say, and I also happen to have this sword that I no longer need. How much might you give me for
Oh,
this?
give me a moment. A strapping man walks in and shows me his sword. Give me a second. Oh, let me take a look. And she'll take the sword from you.
Maybe.
Well,
I
it's
mean, I'm just figuring out damage.
no offense,
You
darling,
just
but it's.
stabbed her.
She's dead now.
She will
Dwarfs, though.
take. Yeah, she will take the sword and. Well, this is not the most impressive sword I've seen, but I could take this off your hands. How much were you looking to sell it for?
That would be an excellent question. Maybe 50 gold?
50? Ooh. Second hand, although it is in good condition. Very shiny still. Would you be willing to let it go for 45?
I could let it go for that much.
Then we have a deal. And she'll put out a hand.
Alright.
45 gold, are you crazy? I'll buy it off you for 45 gold.
Yeah.
And she shakes and puts it underneath and gives you 45 gold.
It's a magical item, Malrum, you crazy motherfucker.
Was it a long sword, no less? Yes.
Yeah. I'm ignorant of these kind of things.
How much for that sword that just came in?
Which
A
one?
longsword costs about 15 gold alone, and you just sold the magical property for
That
30
magical
gold.
one I just saw you hand over. How much?
Oh,
how
this
much?
one. I would be willing to let
yeah.
this go for, let's say, 120.
There you go. That's what lesson learned, Malrum. I'm good, thank you. However, what have you got any other weapons in the store, or is it mainly potions and scrolls?
Oh no, we have weapons here. You're in
Excellent.
Craghammer, darling. We have weapons. And she will begin to open up containers and kind of show off some of her goods. The first thing you see is what looks to be a gigantic great axe, and she'll kind of gesture over to this. It's a little bit on the big side. You need to be, and she flexes her muscles, a little bit more upper body strength for this one. This is a berserker axe, if any of you are on the berserker side. And over here, she will open up another container and take out what looks to be a beautiful spear. This is what we call a blood spear, if any of you are interested in that. And she'll kind of quickly put it back. Right this way. She will open up another chest. This one is heavily locked, and she will pull out what looks to be a longsword with what looks kind of like a tooth, a monster's tooth on the end, but shaved down. Now here is something very nice. We've got a dragon slayer longsword. If any of you are interested in.
Yes, how much is that?
Well, not yet. I'm still going. I'm
Okay,
still
sorry.
going.
My bad.
Nulliden starts laughing. That moon touch blade also killed the spider dragon.
I don't think I got stuck in one, but
She will walk over and open another and take out what looks to be a javelin. Now this is very dangerous. Don't throw it at anyone you don't want to kill, as this is a javelin of lightning. And quite literally, you throw it, it turns into, well, lightning. So be careful. And I believe we have one more in stock, and she will begin to rustle through some of the crates. Now, over here we have something that's a little bit harder to use if you're not fully trained. It is she pulls out a beautiful looking mace. This is what we call a mace of smiting. And it's usually used by those people who, la-di-da, I love God. Those types of people.
Super Malrum. With a big grin on my face.
And she will kind of put that back and say, well, anything take your fancy? Anything tickle your toes? Eh, loves?
The
take a
blood
closer
spear.
yeah, and I'll take a closer look at that mace.
How could that Dragon Slayer sword?
And she will let you all look. So you can, if you go into the compendium and type in Mace of Smiting, the information will pop up for you, as well as the dragon longsword and the blood spear. Actually, I don't know if the blood spear will be in the compendium.
The Dragon Slayer sword
Let me have a look.
ancient, or is it just an ordinary Dragon Slayer sword?
Just an ordinary one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I already
me
know
have
what
a
that
look.
is.
I don't see the blood spear.
Okay,
I'm well
1
versed
second.
in the Dragon Slayer sword. Has a special place in my heart.
So the reason why you don't see the blood spear is, for some reason, the older books in what first came out in 5th edition, they have not added to the compendium with what they have to offer, which is very annoying. Where is it? I've got it noted down somewhere.
What were you? What was it called? Or
The blood spear.
it's not the blood drinker spear?
Nope.
Blood spear. I assume it does necrotic damage.
There you go.
Oh, it's a lifesteal.
And how much is this spear?
Well, the spear, I would honestly be glad to be rid of it. It's it's bad vibes. I would be willing to sell you the spear. Let's say for you and the fact that I'll finally be rid of it, I'd be willing to give it you for 370.
What if I give you my spear and I give you 350?
Is your spear magical in any way?
Nope, just a plain old spear.
Well, how about we come back to that and see if any of your friends are also making a purchase, and then you can convince me.
Okay.
And she'll look to the rest of the party. Well, friends, would you like to help your friend by purchasing something?
I was planning on buying 2 of your smaller healing potions from you.
Oh, well, that Hmm. That is true. But what about the mace? Would you like the mace?
Uh, it is a very magnificent mace, but I am fairly happy with my current blade I have.
Very well. And what about you, hooded guy? She looks over at you, Falvo.
What's the Dragon Slayer sword worth?
Oh, well, that's a little bit more expensive, as you can see. The beautiful
Yes.
craftsmanship. And she will look at it. I could part with this for, let's say, 900.
Okay, that is an expensive sword. What other things you got? You got any armor? Any magical rings?
She looks exhausted and kind of begins to like shatter and move things around until she can find more things for you.
Probably a ring of protection.
A ring of protection. Let me have a
Yes.
look.
Simple enchantment, but it is very useful.
That's fair.
We do have one. It is on the expensive side still, but less so than the sword. I'd be willing to give this away for 700. Falvo.
I don't have that much money. Unfortunately, my pouch is a little light. Maybe I'll come back and purchase it later on after I've made some money in the arena.
I was going to say,
course.
do you do any sponsorships for the arena? We could do a promotional advertising deal.
Yeah, we could fight for you.
Well, here's the problem with that, love. You win, great, I get business. You lose, I look like an idiot.
Fair point.
What if I told you I could see the outcome of any given fight before the fight even happens?
You're saying you have the sight.
Yes, picking up on her, I'm assuming, heavy sarcasm.
No, she's actually being very serious.
Oh, very much so, yes.
You know, my grandmother, she also had the sight.
Insane it drove her, or is she the reason you have this shop and paid for, and she used it for her own greatness?
Oh no, she used it to see when I was being naughty, and she said that she could always see whenever I did something wrong in the house.
That is an application of the sites. My parents tried to get me to save our people and blah 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 blah.
Oh. Well, I didn't need to do any of that. But you're saying you'll definitely win.
I mean, yes, he would
This-
definitely win as long as I give him the tips that I glean from the future. I mean, knowing when to zig and zag and knowing when to strike makes it very easy to win.
Deception check.
Sure. I'm trying to think. Just straight deception.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I think I'll use a luck point. Or actually, yeah.
Last look of the day.
Paul will flex his muscles as well, saying, "Yeah, I could win any fight in this place."
Oh!
Bam!
Oh!
Clutch.
What the fuck is happening?
Well, it's because I saw it. Yes.
uh, so you'll begin to weave a beautiful tale of how and why you have these amazing abilities that let you see into the future, and she is enamored with you. She cannot believe her luck to find a true seer amongst a sea of wannabes and deceivers. Truly, you are a godsend, and she will eventually. I could make out rich with this. I could buy. I could franchise.
Absolutely.
All right. You have a deal. I will sponsor you, and the sword he can use, and as long as he wins, he can keep. And I'll place a very large wager on him. Which should, yes,
I just say you said I could keep the sword.
as long as you win. But the seer on your side, that should
Oh,
be.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, if you lost, I would literally hire a army of assassins to murder you all. But you have a seer.
And I mean, we know you're going to win because I've already seen well into my future and assassins don't get to me. So it works.
Great, thank you.
This is fantastic. If I'm guaranteed to win, then I should bet it all.
How
I should
about the
bet
ring
it
as
all.
well? Yeah, how about the ring as well? That'll definitely help me accomplish the win in the fight. 100%.
Make a persuasion check.
I'll give you all my gold right now as well. If I. Fuck. Can I say it was advantage because I say I'll give her all my gold? I
Nope.
will give her 500 gold
Nope.
right now. I will give you 500 gold.
Nope. She will look
Asshole.
at you and just say, "No,
You don't need it.
yeah, you don't need it. You have the sight on your side.
Fuck's sake.
This is truly a great day."
Can anyone lend me 200 gold? I would like appreciate to buy that ring.
I'm pretty sure once you win, we can get the ring.
Oh, you bastards.
She will look to the rest of you. What about the rest? Are you also entering? I could bet even more, and I could even give you some things to help you.
I was planning on entering as well.
You didn't want the mace, right?
No, it seems my current blade is a little bit more potent than that.
Well, what about the javelin? And she'll pull out the javelin, and you'll see it spark with electricity.
Javelin is sick, by the way.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's such a cool weapon.
That might be a little more useful.
Well, if you're definitely going to take part, and she will look over to you again, and he's definitely going to win, right?
I mean, of course, he's more of a shoo-in than the other, but I could still guide him through his victory.
Oh, fantastic. Again, because if this failed, I would literally hunt down your families. But this is fantastic. And she will look over at Vincent. What about you?
Is it just hand-to-hand combat, or?
Oh, no, spells are allowed to.
Alright.
You're not allowed to use healing potions, though, but you are allowed to heal with magical means.
Interesting. I may as well join. What the hell?
Fantastic. The spear, would you like it?
Yeah, sure.
Great. This is amazing. And he's, of course, going to win as well, right?
Oh, who? You're talking about?
This gothic-looking person over here.
Oh, he's hands down. I'm hesitant to even adjust his fate, for it is most assuredly on a path that's even stronger than what the sight could give.
I am so happy that I met you all today. This will be the greatest moment of my life. I'm sure of it. Very well. What are your names and where are you from? Who are you?
Well, I'm Nulladin, and I don't. What would I mean, I have no problem saying exactly where he's from, but per our bio, I don't know what land that would be currently.
Technically, you are not from any land here on this plane.
Right. That's exactly it. But like, where's like I guess the refugee camp?
Oh. That would be. Hang on.
My guess is probably the other continent.
Would you like to lie and tell her another continent?
No, not really. I have no. In this instance, I have no reason to want to lie. I don't want to press the luck on that.
You could always tell her that you're just a part of the
the Eldritch
Academy.
Academy.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I could tell you where I originally came from. It's just a refugee camp. I currently call the Eldritch Academy my home.
Oh, you're at the academies.
Mm-hmm.
Even better. And the rest of you, are you all a part of the academy?
Indeed, we are.
Yep.
We stay in Westrun.
Okay. Now I'll let your DM make a note that she knows where you're from and your names.
Have you ever seen Better Off Dead? $2.
We're screwed.
Oh, you're gonna win as long as I could take a nap between your fights.
So, she will eventually kind of hand over the spear, the javelin of lightning, the dragon slayer sword, and she will have confidence that you three will absolutely win, and she is going to bet, quite literally, her life savings on you guys winning.
Jesus.
I will say, if you all lose, she can't hire assassins because she.
You ain't
I'm sure
wrong.
she has collateral though.
You
Out of
ain't wrong. How about? I also will say to her, can you keep that ring for me? I'll be back.
Of course.
700 gold is what you said, right?
That's right.
Excellent.
Out of game, make a note of that.
Yes.
And I'll also put down 100 gold and get just the two of the lesser potions.
Now remember, you can't use those in the tournament. It's considered cheating.
Oh, I understand that. I can heal myself, but it's always good to have a couple in case I go down and need a little bit of help myself.
Mission academy business stuff, nothing to do with the pits.
Yes.
Of course. But yes, you can't use the healing potions. It's classed as cheating, and any outside influence like spells or any sort of magic, that would also be cheating. And if you are discovered, you're disqualified. You would lose, and then I would have to kill you. But that won't happen. But this is fantastic. When do you want to do this? We can sign up today.
I think the best thing is to sign one of us up today, or one of you guys up today, and then perhaps stagger it so it doesn't look like we have a lock on it. So either do it over 2 days, so one today, one tomorrow, or even 3 days for the most kind of security in the
but that
visions.
Sounds annoying. Shouldn't we just get this all done with?
Yeah, we wanna see our friends fight though. Obviously, we don't want to miss those. We are all friends, of course.
Oh.
So I think staggering out would be better.
One today for sure is not a problem, but if you want to do the next 2 tomorrow, it would be fine by me. You're saying it's annoying, and I understand, but at least here, if you win today, you have more to be able to bet for tomorrow. If you put it all on the line right away, you have less to bet on the subsequent fights.
That's... No wonder you're in the academy. And she'll kind of grab you by the face and give you a big kiss on the lips. And just... That's perfect. You're right, Blue Man. You're absolutely right. All right, let's go get you signed up and, I'm starting to breathe heavy. Let's go. And she'll begin to race out the front door.
Yep.
Okay.
Jesus.
And at that point, this is the perfect time to call it the game there.